got lost, so you used to have a lot of DS games, and they got lost, so you found that game. Well, that's cool. An over an over the hedge Game Boy Advance game, like the movie. I don't think I ever watched that, but I remember it from childhood. I I have like on my I like homebrewed my DS and I downloaded like three Nintendogs games, of course, and I downloaded like every Cooking Mama game I could find, um and then Mario Party, but it's like the 3DS one. I wanted to play the DS one, right? And then like I tried to when I went away, I told Jack to bring his DS as well. I was like, we should bring our DS. And then I tried to do like like download play, and then it was like downloading for like 20 minutes and it didn't finish. So I was like, oh, I guess I can't do download play. I guess it doesn't work. I don't know how it's supposed to work, but I don't remember it taking that long when I was a kid. We should all your Game Boy games. I never played Game Boy games, so I don't have any nostalgia towards that. Saturday stream, yes. Yeah, I told you it would happen. You don't have to hope for it to happen. I said it would happen and it did. And I'm not jet lagged, so there's no issue. I know I did promise that I would come back to stream on Monday, but I was just so jet lagged. But other than that, it's fine. But hope you're doing well, White Knight Gamer. How is everyone doing? What was everyone up to while I was gone? You have a Pikachu version, both Game Boy Color and N64. Wait. So download play is discontinued, so it doesn't work? How can it be discontinued? It just like doesn't work anymore? Or maybe it doesn't work because like mine is like homebrewed as well. If he's not allowed, because I wanted to do it. Because I didn't realize I could get DS like DS games, not like DS 3DS games on mine. So then I was like, I should have just downloaded normal Mario Party and like normal Mario Kart. How was the trip? It was really, really great. I will tell you all about it. You've been like 8 to 9 hours. It's almost suspicious how good I'm sleeping. What is your sleep schedule? You go to bed pretty early? I've been sleeping at like 9 to 10 p.m. and then waking up at like, oops. Why wouldn't it play my playlist? Wait, hold on. My playlist broke. But I've been waking up like pretty early, like before 6, because I literally like I have like my window open, right? And I have like the blinds kind of open so the air comes through, right? And then like I wake up because the sun is like shining in my eyes. So it's a problem. You wanted me to wear Migat? Okay. You go to bed around midnight? 1, you wake up at 9 to 10. That's pretty good. Chat about Paris, of course. Wearing the Migat hat, of course. Let me see if it's in there. Got it. I got it. I remember. Wait, I'm just gonna turn down my light a little bit. It's a bit bright. It's a bit bright shining on me. Fine. But I mean, my sleep. Well, every time I come, or not every time. So the last time I came back from Europe, I was like, oh, I can totally like become like I'm already kind of an early riser, but I was like, I could be like an extra early riser because I technically start work at 7, right? But then like usually like a lot of times throughout the year, I end up waking up at 7, and I'm like, that's not really the time I want to be waking up. I want to wake up like before work and then have some time, right? But then like I always get too lazy and I just like snooze my alarm for too long. So then I'm like, okay, well now I could be like a 6 a.m. riser and I could have a relaxing morning because I really like having that, which is kind of working right now, but we'll see how long it lasts. You got sick of Marvel Snap finally. Have you moved on? Have you gone back to Wild Rift? We did play a lot of Wild Rift. I played a lot of Wild Rift on my trip because don't have access to PC League of Legends, right? And then like so like we could all play Wild Rift together. It's like a LAN party, because like you could all play in the same room, which is fun. We can communicate in person. And welcome in, John. Have you doing good? What games do you play at the moment? On stream, I've been streaming. Obviously, I still continue to stream Genshin. But I also stream Tears of the Kingdom, of course. But off stream, I play like Genshin most of the time. I haven't been playing much recently, but Genshin, and then Wild Rift. You been grinding Pokemon Go. Oh. The other day I saw Pokemon you wanted at 12:30 at night, so you went out for it. There was a Pokemon in the bushes. That's what it was. And thank you so much for the 7 months, Sean. Hope you're doing well as well. What games are you? What game is everyone else playing? I wanna know. Right before stream, I was doing the Wild Rift event, and I was upset because he had to play as Draven, and I hate Draven. I ban him every game. But like the event right now is like Soul Fighter, so it's like the event, like the concept of the event is like they're like arena fighting each other and like trying to find the winner. But I played like 10 minutes and the competition has already ended, so I'm not really sure like what the storyline like continues from there. But I have to reach level 10 and I'm like level 0, so I guess I'll find out later what happens. But it was pretty dramatic from the start. Like I was like, they were like, oh, you're fighting. I felt this guy called Helmet Guy or like Helmet Dude or something like that. And then and then um and then I beat him, even though he was wearing a helmet. I won easily. And then I was like, they were like, in the finals you're gonna be fighting Yone. And I was like, oh my god, I love Yone, right? And then like they were like, just kidding, Yone has been murdered. Murdered right on the spot by Yasuo, his brother. And I was like, oh. Well then so they ended up fighting Yasuo and then he surrendered. I was too good, he surrendered, and then it just ended. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the story now. Um You're playing Civilization 6 today. I mean, that's to me that sounds, that's not really my type of game, but I know it can be a big time sink if people really like those kinds. I love like resource management games, but I think Civilization is a bit too intense for me. Like I prefer more like a roller coaster tycoon kind of game, you know? But I don't play them. Like I do not play those types of games because I get like, I'll like start playing and then like 10 hours will pass. Like I'm usually not. I usually would play like in moderation for most games, but like with those type of games, I just get too into it. Plans for Vegas? I don't think I'm going to Vegas. I'm sorry. 350 plus Quirksy, the max helps a lot. I don't know what Miju's talking about. I mean, you're making good progress. It's just hard to find like the last ones. Because like when you first start out, there's a lot around you, right? But obviously when there's like the last one, it can be quite difficult. But I've never done it, so don't take my word for it. But welcome in Comic Con. If I had to buy Civ 6 at the Steam Summer Sale, I guess you'll never find out. Welcome in amongst you. How are you? One summer you woke up at like 10, started playing Civ 5, and suddenly it was dark outside. Okay, I don't think I ever did that. But I would definitely play like a lot of oh my god, my hair. I hate when my hair like falls down my arm and it feels like there's like a bug crawling on me. That's like my least favorite thing. But yeah, I with The Sims I kind of do that. Like I would play for like hours and I'd be like time would just fly by. Or stuff like Don't Starve. I got really really into Don't Starve. I would play like you just be playing and like hours and hours would pass. What are some other games? I think I got really into this game called Project High Rise, which is kind of like a building management game, and obviously like stuff like Turmoil, the oil management one. But I didn't get as into that one. I think it depends. But those types of resource management games are so addicting. Just going to Vegas, might as well explore the area that has more variety. What do you mean? You're bound to Tears of the Kingdom since it came out. Your first file lasted for 85 hours, so you basically in the game. Okay. Now, when a second file was around 120 hours and a lot more complete, but I feel like it comes to an end, and that feels a little sad. Yeah, it can't have infinite content. That is true, but it sounds like you got a lot of time out of it, and you can always make your own fun, you know. But I guess you've been I guess you really like the game. I was gonna ask you your thoughts, but judging by your play hours, I'm assuming you really like it. Civ 5 and WoW were my worst gaming addiction games. I think I never played an MMO, and I think MMOs are on like a different level as well. But like, I think when Riot releases their MMO, I'm gonna play it. Like, I'm not super interested in MMOs, but I'm really interested in like the world of League of Legends, right? So like, I would definitely want to play it. But then if it's like really like, if it's really like grindy and it's just like menus and stuff like that, then maybe I wouldn't. But if I can explore the world and like meet characters and stuff like that, I think I'd be quite happy with it. And I'm assuming they would have a pretty good story, so I think I could. But it depends how much I have to grind. Like if I have to grind too much, like I might have to give up. And welcome in, Merrick. How are you? You painted about the wall, but I had a job by then, so I couldn't degen too much on it. I mean, you know my uncle, right? Like he has a job too, and he still finds the time to play. I don't know how. The grinding's the best part. I like dailies. I really like having dailies, but grinding not really. Like I like having like a small amount of things to do every day versus like putting a lot of stuff like a lot in at once. Like um Pokemon grinding is not the best. Animal Crossing dailies are really fun to me. Like I'm even though like I don't do like everything, like that amount is fine. Like under 30 minutes, perhaps. I think that would be ideal. But I never played an MMO, so maybe I wouldn't know what I would think about it. It probably just depends on the world. Like a lot of the MMOs that are out right now don't really appeal to me. I don't like what's the right word? Like medieval, like fantasy, like you know, like Skyrim kind of vibe. I really don't like it. But it depends. It depends. Grinding Pokemon XP in the older games is the worst. It is. It is. I mean, you know how much I hate it. I'm okay with like the raid dens to like get the XP candies were like okay, but I don't know. You just find the time for things I want to have time for. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It gets harder and harder though. Like if you get really busy, like it can be hard to find time for things, but like, there's always some amount of time. It's not like I mean, obviously it depends on your situation. Like I'm sure there's people out there who like actually don't have time, but for me, it's like it's usually okay. I mean, like I don't want to play that much anyway. And I think like games like Genshin are really perfect for that. Like, cause Genshin is made for people who are like busy, right? And like you only like it, you can only play a certain amount every day, and it only requires you to play a certain amount every day. Which I like. In the older games, there's no XP sharing. I know, and that's really annoying. I don't think I've ever played one with no XP sharing though, because I played like the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I think that had forced XP sharing, right? Because people were complaining. They get better at time min maxing. That's true. That's true. But I'm sure there's situations where people can't play. You know, like a really really dire situation, for example. But I don't think it's the most common. But yeah, life is busy, but it just depends. It just depends what your priorities are too. Like there might be a game I really like, but maybe other things in my life are more important than any game, perhaps. But it depends. I was like looking at my I was looking at my Wild Rift stats. And then like the season I hit Diamond, I had played 240 games, which is like wait, let's say like every game is like on average, like let's say like every game is like 20 minutes on average. Okay, it's probably higher than that. But like that's like 80 hours. It's like 80 hours in 3 months, which is actually quite a bit of Wild Rift. Also, I've been really liking this song recently. I don't really listen to Jetto that much, but the song is really sweet. It gives me like 2000 like 2000 like chick flick movie vibes, I guess. Um, and thank you, protagonist. I am back. The trip was really great. How have you been? 2 full work weeks on over your phone playing mobile league, legitimately. And I'm like, oh, like my hands. Like I was like playing a mobile game for like 80 hours, which is actually a lot. Like it kind of hurts your hands after a while. So it's like, I was like, oh, that's actually quite a bit. But I'm sure like, you know, there's a, I want to hit like, I hit diamond, right? But like I want to hit masters. And I was like, oh, I need so many games to do that. I don't know if I want that. It's hot over here, but you're surviving. Yeah, it was really hot in Europe, but I don't know how it compares to there. I was like, I think that was like the hottest place I've ever been, you know? Cause like, I know like Japan is hotter in the summer, but I've never been in the summer. Where it's like it's more humid, right? So it's like a bit of a struggle. Welcome, Minister. How are you? How's Calgary? How's the weather? But yeah, it's like here it's actually not that bad. Like it's like it was a bit hot this week, but it was like firstly I'm like my brain my body is like just dead from like the heat. So it's like I have no like I have no sense of like I have no sense of like what is hot anymore. I'm like, oh, this is comfortable temperature. But I went outside today and it's like breeze. It's like a nice cool breeze. Like you know, in like a summer day where there's like a cool breeze. It was like that, and I was like, oh, this is quite nice. Um, it's too hot, really. When I landed in Calgary like last week, it was like I didn't go outside, but like I was looking at the temperature and it wasn't that hot. Saw the Insta post, looked like a fun time with homies. Thank you, thank you. It was, it was. I took a lot of photos, so if you haven't seen the photos yet, they're on Instagram. I have like a highlight, and there's many photos in the highlight. It's not that hot in your Europe. Okay, fair, fair. I was in like the south, I guess. Welcome in, Knife. How are you? It's too hot in America too. The temperature is like 103, but it feels like 110. Can you convert? Should I convert? 110. 110 F to C. 43! 43! What the heck? Okay, that's hotter than I was. Are you in the south? You must be in the south, right? I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry. Sorry for the false alarm. Who went, by the way? Let me look at the picture so I don't forget. If I forget someone, I'm gonna be very sad. But my Instagram isn't loading. Haha. I can't tell you where exactly because of rules. But yeah, you're in the south. I mean, I'm not saying like, you know, I'm only if you're comfortable sharing. Only share as much as you're comfortable. Also, my Instagram isn't loading. Help. I guess I have the photos like saved. Let's see, let's see. In Paris, we had. Here's the photo. In Paris, we had Jack, Sana, me, Gwen, Key, Eliza, and Zirconian. We have a nice photo. It's on Instagram if you want to see. And in Italy, I was with Jack and Eliza because, you know, Eliza's Italian. And she was showing us around and being a wonderful tour guide. And then in Greece, I was with Sana and Jack because Sana is Greek. And we were in Athens. Was the food good in Europe? In France, like I was talking my coworker is French, right? Like the coworker I'm like close to, she's French. And then so I was like, what's like a good French food to try? And she's like, honestly, we don't really eat French food. We just eat like pasta. And I was like, oh, okay. And then so then like but she was right. Like no, all the restaurants you go to, there's not like French food. Like there's like escargot. There's not like escargot. There is escargot like many places, but like there's not that many like French foods, right? I had like croissant, and that was like the one French food I had. Like I had like a burger. I had like pasta. Like it was not very you know. Because like I feel like when I think of French food, I think of really fancy French food, which is not like an everyday kind of thing, you know? Um, Jack is tall like a basketball player. No, we are. Yeah, a lot of us are really short. I think like who's the tallest is not Jack. Maybe like I don't know. I don't know everyone's height, but like we're all like fairly short. Probably Key. I don't know how tall Key is. Maybe like 5'7". I actually have no. I have a bad sense of height. Um, and welcome in, Sana. How are you? Did you did you travel safely, or are you still traveling? You're clearly the tallest. Okay, well, Sana told me she was like taller than me. She was like, oh, like what? How tall did you say you were? Like 156 or like 157 or something like that. Like, and I'm like 154, 155, right? And then I was like, so I was like, Sana's taller than me. But then no matter how we look at it, I'm like taller than Sana. So someone's lying, you know? But I also haven't like measured my height in a while. Um, and you're doing good. Thank God. I'm also doing good. And welcome in, Jack. Thank you so much for the 21 months. Key and I are about the same. How tall are you? You got home a bit ago and you're eating banana yogurt. Banana, like banana and yogurt or banana flavored yogurt? Because I've never had that. And drinking iced tea. I had yogurt for lunch, but then like I bought like a nothing flavored yogurt by accident. I was like, there's a lot of labels on it. I bought both non-fat yogurt that's like no flavor, and I was like eating it, and I was like, oh my god, this tastes like nothing. And I was like, I made a mistake. I added like blueberries in it, so like if I took a bite with the blueberries in it, it's fine. But like if I just eat it alone, I'm like, this is yeah, like it was like just it was like like it was just like original, not like just like no flavor yogurt, you know? Like it was like usually I get like vanilla. It's not nothing flavor, yeah, but it's yogurt flavored. Yeah, the spirit of yogurt, exactly. And it's banana flavored yogurt. That sounds actually quite good. You last measured your height last year, so you're definitely 157. But I feel like we measure like without shoes? Because my shoes do have like this much, you know? So it could just be that then. Because I don't think I'm 157. But I haven't measured my height in many years, so I could be wrong. But I also don't think I've grown. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm not at the age where I should grow. But I had bananas. Oh no, I had bananas, but not. It wasn't like part of the yogurt. It was just separate. I had banana and then yogurt flavored yogurt with granola and blueberries. Because my mom gave me a bunch of fruit, as she does, you know. I got so many blueberries, and my mom bought me, the Rainer cherries, the yellow cherries, and then like, and then I was like really happy because I never buy them because they're too expensive. But then she just bought it, and then she gave them all to me pretty much. She was like, "I'll just take them all," and I was like, "Are you sure?" Imagine getting a growth spurt in your mid-20s. I think some people like maybe keep growing, but it's like not very common. Do they have McDonald's in Europe? Yes. They have McDonald's everywhere. Is there a country that doesn't have McDonald's? Like, I would be curious. Maybe like, let me look it up. Is there a country without death, without taxes, without spiders? What? What are people googling? McDonald's. Is there a country without McDonald's? Oh, there's 123 countries. Obviously, I mean, obviously there has to be like one. North Korea. Oh no way! There's no McDonald's in North Korea. You're going to pick Saskatoon berries next weekend. You're going to Saskatoon, or what are Saskatoon berries? Norway doesn't have KFC. Do they not? We don't have that many KFCs here. It's not very popular. You put an end to any potential late teens growth spurt by smoking and drinking. Wow. Well, I don't do that, so I should probably grow, right? You can grow as a person in your 20s. That's true. That's true. People, that is a common time. Colombia and Venezuela has them, so there's lots of Caribbean. These guys say Caribbean? Caribbean. Without taxes? Okay, let me see. Is there a country without taxes? Oh, there is! 14! 14. Okay, you ready? I don't know any of these countries, I think. Oh no, I know one of them. Oh no, I know some of them. Okay. Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, UAE. The UAE doesn't have taxes? Vanuatu, Brunei, Bahrain, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Monaco, Kuwait, Qatar, Somalia, and the Western Sahara. Only 14 countries with zero income tax. I should move there. Although I don't know if any of these countries will be nice to live in. Yeah, UAE. We drink a lot of milk, but I still don't grow. One day you'll be taller than me, Sana. I believe. And welcome in, anime fan. How are you? Saskatoon berries kind of look like blueberries. I don't know what the difference is, but there's a farm. Saskatoon berries. I've never heard of that. Oh, no, I've seen these. They look like bomb flowers, right? Why are they called service berry? I love the result of going to pick berries because like you get like really really high quality berries for like pretty cheap, right? And then like but like what am I trying to say? Like I don't like picking the berries. It's too much work. But a lot of times like our neighbors or something will pick berries and they'll give us a bunch, which is really really nice of them. But I haven't picked berries since I was a kid. We moving there. We're moving to a place with no taxes. I'm down actually. I feel like I pay too many taxes. I need some advice on how to pay less taxes. I'll hit up the the millionaires, billionaires people. Maybe they have some advice. And then you'll make pies. That sounds really good. I don't know if I've ever had Saskatoon berries then. I've definitely seen them like around, but like I don't think I've ever eaten them. Do they taste like blueberries? I do love blueberries. No income tax is a bit different than no taxes. Yeah. What's your height, Ashley? Well, I don't know one. I need to measure now. I feel like I could have a wrong perception of my height. It's probably like 155. My grandma has blackberry bushes, so I eat fresh berries. Oh wait, we have blackberries around here, but I don't really pick them that like when I was younger I would pick them a lot, but now there's like a lot less. You know, because of like I don't know. I'm sure they just like don't grow as well these days. And it's annoying to pick them because like they're so prickly, right? We used to have so many blackberries around. My mom would make jam with the blackberries like we picked around. And like when my grandpa would come, my grandpa would often like when he was younger, like he would come visit like most summers and he would like pick so many blackberries. He would just like wander around and just like pick so many blackberries. But those are good. It's been a while though. Would you say with your best travel buddy? Why would I answer that? My grandma makes jam as well, but not on a blackberry. My mom made jam on a blackberry. It's really good. Millionaire people actually have strats for managing money, avoiding tax. Yeah, exactly. I need advice from them. Actually, I'm still fine. I'm still fine. Mainly strawberries, apricots, peaches. Sounds good. I love homemade jam. It's really, really good. My mom used to make a lot, but not as much these days. I bought like a store-bought blackberry jam, and they were sold out of the regular brand I usually buy. So I bought a different brand, and it's garbage. It's so bad. It doesn't it's like how is this? I'm like, is this even made with fruit? Like it's so gross. But it's like a really big jar. I don't know what to do with it. I'll bring you some. I think that's illegal. I could be wrong. You're definitely not allowed to bring fruit, but maybe it's like if it's preserved, it's okay. Don't get stopped at the border, please. Need to be careful about bringing like raw foods and stuff like that. My grand made a lot of raspberry and blackcurrant jam. Honestly, like every jam is pretty good. I don't have any strong preference. I'll bring you jam. Just make sure it's allowed first and then bring it, okay? How long were you in Europe? Feels like it's been months. Not that long, like a week? Like not including like travel days and stuff, it was like 8 days or something like that. 8 or 9 days. I think 9 days. Including maybe the day I spent at the airport. Stopped at the border again. True. I got my bag searched on the way home. I got my bag searched twice. Going like each time I went through security, they'd check my bag. And it was always the halva. And it was like they were like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "It's like I don't know what it is." Like they're like, oh, "Okay, it's fine." Long distance travel with a traumatic experience. Not really. When you say traumatic, what's happening to you? It's like long, it's tiring, but traumatic. My mom was end up having too much crop in the garden, but is that bad? Not at all. Not at all. Nothing can stop you, Sana. Can't stop her. Can't stop her. No, it's not your fault, Sana. I don't think it's even like not allowed. I think it just like shows up weird on the scanner or something like that, so they have to check. but they like went through my suitcase and they like messed it all up. I was like, I folded everything, putting it in, and then just like completely messed it up. I was like, come on, like I folded that. So then I just like shoved it closed. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I just shoved it closed anyway. I was like, you know what? It's fine. Um, it's probably like we don't know what this is. I think so. I think so. Because I didn't even know what it was. Like if they asked me what it was, I'm like, I don't know. It's from Greece. Like, because my mom was asking me, so like, because I gave it to my mom, and like, and she did like it. But then she was like, what am I eating? Like, and I was like, I don't really know. But it's good. I liked it as well. But yeah, okay, speaking of traumatic though, I would say the way there was a bit traumatic because there was a like okay, so I don't know if you were like I think I posted in Discord before I left, but a lot of people might not have seen it. So I was streaming the day before I left, right? I leave on Thursday. Like my flight was supposed to be at Thursday at like 1 p.m., right? So I was streaming like Wednesday evening. And when I was streaming, I got an email. I got like multiple emails, multiple texts from Air Canada saying like, so my flight was supposed to be like Vancouver, Montreal, Paris, right? Um, and then they were like, I got an email saying like your flight to Montreal has been canceled. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like reading it. I was streaming. And then I was like, and then they were like, oh, like we're gonna try to find an alternate flight and then we'll get back to you, right? And then I wait like hours, right? Like I wait hours. I'm like, they don't come back to me, right? And I was like, okay, like when am I supposed to do? Because like, the flight leaves in like like less than a day. Like what am I supposed to do at this point? I don't know how long they're gonna take with that. Um, and then like and then um I'm trying to say. And then I was like googling it, and like apparently over half the flights, because it was the weekend before was Canada Day, so over half the flights had been canceled over the long weekend. Like that's how incompetent they were. And then I was looking at like on Reddit and stuff, like people whose flights got canceled, and like most people their flight was until the next their rescheduled flight was not until the next day, or sometimes like multiple days later. And I was like, I was like I can't go multiple days later, right? Like I'm only in Paris for the weekend, and I booked the hotel. And like there's like six of us, right? I booked the hotel. I need to check in, right? Like, and I'm not obviously I don't want to miss a day because like I only have like 3 days, right? So I was like, oh my god, what do I do? I was like, so then I was like, um, I just like I think I was tried to call them, but like I just couldn't get through, and it was getting quite late. Like it was getting to like it was like 9 p.m. and my flight was supposed to be at 1 p.m. the next day. So then I was like, which I do. Like I feel like they're not gonna book it. They're not gonna reschedule it for like the proper time, right? It's gonna be like the next day, right? So then I was like, you know what? I don't trust Air Canada, so then I booked a new flight. I like booked a completely new flight through WestJet instead. Um, because at that point, like Air France is the option for a direct flight, but at that point it was too expensive. Because it was the day before, so it was like it would have been like an extra like $1,000, and I was like I don't really want to do that. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just get the non-direct flight. So then I got like a WestJet flight, which went through Calgary. Like if I'd booked the Air France flight like from the start, it would have been fine. But I had Air Canada credits. Like I had like a bunch of like I had like a lot of Air Canada credits. So then like I was like, well, I want to use that, right? It doesn't expire, but I was like, I may as well use it, right? That's why I had booked through Air Canada, but I really regret it now. um, but good news, I also had WestJet credits from like 3 years ago, that I've never been able to use, and they expire every year. Like one they expire in 1 year, so I had kept having to like book a flight and cancel it to like get my credit back. So I finally actually used my WestJet credit, so I have that now, and I think my Air Canada one is like it came back in cash and not credit, but I'll have to double check. But I was like, Air Canada's so stupid. And welcome in Red Mist. How are you? I was gone, but yeah, I was so upset because they canceled the flight like less than 24 hours before it was supposed to leave, right? I'm like, that's so that's so bad. It wasn't even like delayed, it was just fully canceled, and I was like it was just such a disaster. Like the night before I was trying to leave, but Luckily, my WestJet flight went without being canceled. Um, it did get delayed though. On the way there, on the way there, I I was supposed to have like a 3 hour, two, almost, it was like 2 hour, 45 minute layover in Calgary, right? Um, and I was like, oh, that's like a long layover. What am I gonna do during that time, right? But then my flight to Calgary got delayed like an hour and a half. Um, and like it was like so late leaving that like I landed like 30 minutes. We touched we touched down at like 30 minutes before my next flight had to like I had to board. So then like I actually had no layover at the Calgary airport because it was like um I ended up just like the airport's quite big. So then I ended up going all the way through to the gate and then like it was like boarding. When I reached it, it was boarding. So I was like, I'm glad I got like a kind of long layover, you know? That actually like helped a lot. Um but yeah, and then well, I didn't know like that weekend was the Calgary Stampede, which is like a really really big event in Calgary. And so like everyone around me was wearing like cowboy hats, like cowboy boots. I was like, why like what's going on, you know? Because the stat was like, oh, like something about cowboy hats or something, right? And then I was like, why are so many people wearing cowboy hats? Like it's like unusual. No, like or maybe I was like, maybe it's just like what Calgary is like. I don't know, but it was actually the weekend of the Stampede, so that's why it was like that. Um, so I think that's why the flights were so busy as well, because like the flight was delayed because the plane coming in was also delayed. So I think it was like a long chain of delays. Had to get on a horse to speed over to the next flight terminal. I got not on a horse, but on there's like a little like a shuttle thing, right? I got on that because I realized how far it was. I was like walking and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like I was like, I'm literally not gonna make it. And then I was like, oh wait, there's like a train. It's like not like a train, but like it's like a large golf cart basically, and like it could fit like 12 people. So I got on that, and I was like, oh, this is great. So I drove through the airport, and then I reached the right terminal. But yeah, I didn't get to see, I didn't get to see the airport too much. But there was a lot of cowboy merchandise for sure. Too many people at the airport, you get stampeded. True. I could have experienced the Calgary stampede from the airport. And welcome in number. How are you? What's the song called? It's called Whale by Sejong. I love Sejong. But yeah, it was I think I saw the airport on the way home though, but I was way too tired. I was like I didn't really like do anything. I was just so tired. But there was a lot of cowboy merchandise and a lot of there was like I don't know, like a lot of chain restaurants I didn't see. Like I never seen before. Like Chili's. Like I thought that was only like an American thing, but I saw Chili's and I was like, I didn't go. um, yeah, Hannah, exactly. She's like such a girl crush. Where'd you go? Canada? I live in Canada. You know, I had a layover. I had a layover in Calgary, but I was going to Paris. But yeah, it was, and then everything else was very smooth sail. Actually, no, actually that's not true because the flight to like while I was leaving Calgary, I had like I've been on a lot of flights in my life, but there was like the most turbulence I've ever experienced. Like when I was like when we were leaving Calgary, because there was a thunderstorm, and then so we were like waiting on the tarmac, like we were like waiting to take off, and they were like, oh, like we have to wait till the lightning goes away, and I was like, oh, okay. Um, but then like when we finally left, it was still it was like crazy turbulent. Like if you stood up, you'd probably fall over. You know, like even the like I don't think even like the flight attendants could stand up. So it was like it was actually kind of crazy. Um, Miju went to Canada. No way. I've always wanted to go to Canada. TwitchCon Calgary. That's the next one. Trust me, it's gonna be the next one. Francisco, you've been to France? Nice. I hope you liked it. The stampede whipped up a tornado. Is that how it works? Wow. Well, Istat told me there's not actually a stampede. Like there's no animal stamp. It's not like Lion King, you know, where there's like a huge stampede. It's like, you know, there's all that stuff. Um, you were nearly not let in and nearly not let. That's fine, Sana. You made it. You made it. You went to TwitchCon? I didn't go to TwitchCon itself, but I went to the city that TwitchCon was taking place in. Which, did that count? I played homeless for elderly Japanese tourists, but the captain said to expect some nice turbulence. What's nice turbulence as opposed to bad turbulence, you know? On the way, I think on my flight to Calgary, there was so many Japanese people around. I think they were all going to the Stampede. I don't know. I was like eavesdropping because they were sitting next to me speaking in Japanese, and I was just eavesdropping. But they didn't say anything about me. I was hoping they would say something about me. You know, that's always like fun if they don't think you understand. But maybe they thought I might understand. I don't know. That's what they taught you. Oh, so they like you design planes so like if the animals stampede, then it will still be safe. I assumed our airline pilots turbulence is just some fun. Maybe. I mean, I don't mind turbulence, but I was like, this is kind of like extreme, you know? The worst turbulence I've ever experienced was on a transatlantic flight over Greenland. The plane had some huge yeah, that's what happened to me too. Like it's just like drops like a bunch and it like shakes just crazy. I don't know. It was like I mean I never feel like unsafe because I trust the plane, you know. I trust the plane, I trust the pilot. But I was like, this is a lot. It's a lot. Um I'm glad the plane is prepared for the stampedes. And welcome in, Will. How are you? Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. How have you been? But yeah, once I landed, it was fine. There was no other. I don't think there was any other like travel incidents. Was there? I think everything else was okay. My like when I went home, it was just a really long journey, and I was just real tired. But on the way there, I wasn't even. I was barely even jet lagged, which is great. Um, it was like, what am I trying to say? Like I slept okay because I had an overnight flight and I got a little bit of rest. Like I think I slept probably like a few hours here and there. Not like a good sleep, you know. Not like a full. I can't sleep like all the way through the flight. I can only just sleep like here and there. Um, I watched Ant-Man. I watched Ant-Man and Quantumania on the way there as well, and it was only okay. It wasn't great, I will say. You don't trust planes? You were gripping the seat. I feel like planes are very safe though, but I understand like it is like it does like feel scary. Sometimes it feels like you are like falling. But at this point I'm like indifferent. I'm like I don't even care. I'm just gonna like listen to music to whatever I'm doing. Plane going up and down, and I'm like, wow, this is so fun. Yeah, exactly. Um, good. Might see Barbie tomorrow. Oh, I hope it's good. I watched Moist Critical's review of it, but I feel very like impartial towards the Barbie movie. I don't feel very strongly about it. I know it's like a big like very popular online right now, but I wasn't really a Barbie person growing up. I was more Polly Pockets. You guys know Polly Pockets? I like those a lot better. You're doing Pikmin 4? Oh, is that out? That's exciting. You feel safer when your feet are on the ground? Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. But I feel like I feel like cars are less safe, you know? But maybe it's not. I don't know. I just like I don't know. I think I'm just like used to it. Cause I've been traveling since I was like little, right? But then that's not the same. Like a lot of people, even if they travel a lot, they're still scared of planes. I think it just depends on the person. Oppenheimer is really good. I keep getting ads for it on YouTube. It does seem interesting. I like stuff like that. Um, Polly Pocket used to chew on the clothes. How old are you? It sounds like a choking hazard if you're too young. But if you were like 12, like I don't know what to tell you. If it was practical, I'd take the train all over Europe. You don't like planes either? It's just like for me, it's just like a necessity, you know, because like my my family is like a plane a plane ride away, right? So it's like I just like, well, I have to get on the plane. Like my only issue growing up with planes was like they were so boring. Like I was just so bored on the plane because it's such a long plane ride. But like I don't know. Um, you should play it on stream. Pikmin. I am notoriously a puzzle hater. It would have to be a punishment, like a sub goal punishment. Um, you're not a big plane guy, but it's so much faster. But sometimes trains are really convenient for sure as well. Cause like planes kind of like if it's like a short distance, I think planes take longer because you have to like, you know, whatever you have to like board the plane, all that stuff, you know. You were like 8. It seems kind of old to chew on toys. I don't know. Um, to be fair, your grandparents are a 45-minute flight or a 9-hour drive. Yeah, I would just take the flight at that point. 9 hours is a bit far. Um, your granny is like train travel. She likes train travel better. I don't know how my grandparents feel about train versus plane. I don't think they care. But like some trains are very convenient. We just don't really have. I guess we have like there's a train that goes across Canada, and I heard it's actually quite nice. But like I have no I have no like desire to go across Canada on a train. But even then, it's like a 5-hour plane ride. But I think it would be like a 1 week train. So like I think it's too long. But like to be fair, like I think like to Calgary it's like an hour and a half or something like that. But I remember I was like, I forgot there was a time difference. So I was like, oh, I have so much time. Like, when I was flying there, I was like, oh, so much time for the layover. But then I realized that there's a time difference, and I had one less hour than I thought. And I was like, oh, I have no time. And I was like leaving. I was like, oh yeah, mom, I'm fine. Like I have like an hour and a half to kill. And she was like, no, you don't. Like, it's 1 hour ahead. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. I like completely forgot. Even though I'm like well aware of it, I just like forgot in that moment. Um, Second worst plane ride I ever took was to visit my grandparents. We were on like a medium-sized propeller plane. It was so windy, we almost landed on the side. Wow. I mean, at that point, like if it's that small, and like your pilot isn't concerned, like if there's a lot of turbulence, and then the pilot makes an announcement, they're like, "Oh, we have a lot of turbulence," but it won't affect the safety of the flight. Then I just believe them. You know, I don't feel like, I don't feel badly about it. You know, I'm like, if they say that, I'm like, it's fine. But usually I'm not listening to the announcement. I was ignoring the announcements. They're doing like the safety thing, and I just like sleep. Probably get used to your preferred type of transportation. I mean, I don't really have like a preferred type. It just depends on where I'm going. Like, it's just like, oh, if I go to Japan, there's only one. I guess you could take a boat, but like, reasonably, there's only one way to get there. You know. It's not like I think it's different in Europe because you guys have a lot of trains. Because like we don't have trains. It's either like drive or plane. You know. Um, I don't listen to the announcement either, but I'm like, oh no, yeah, same. I'm like, oh, what did they say? Like, maybe I should have listened. You know. My preferred type of transportation is teleportation. 100%. That is the best superhero ability. Cause like I feel like it's everything. You know, like. There's so many use cases for it. Cause like other stuff is so stupid. Take an airship. Isn't that a boat as well? Or is it like an aircraft? I'm not sure. It's a boat that aircrafts land on, right? The Welcome in Nivius. Just rowed to Japan. I am pretty good at rowing, you know. I did when I was 12. No, I was probably like 13. So a pro. Um, just swim. It might be a bit cold though. I don't know. I don't like swimming in the ocean. It's very cold. If I could teleport, you get fat because you never walk again. I'm doing okay though. I never walk, and I think I just like my body just like is in like a hibernation state. You know. I just like or sorry that would mean like you would eat a lot. I think I just like, you know, I'm like, oh, I just need like very few calories to survive because I don't burn any. Um, airship is a zeppelin. Oh, oh, okay, okay, I see, I see. If it's windy, you end up visiting some new country. That has happened. Not that hasn't happened to me with a new country, but I one time when we were flying to Japan, I was supposed to land in Tokyo, but it was too windy, so then we landed in Hokkaido, which is like the north of Japan. So they're like, oh, like the closest airport that we can land in is Hokkaido, and I was like, oh, okay. So we end up flying an extra like 3 hours to the north of Japan, which is exciting. But we were like circling for so long trying to land, but it didn't end up happening. Your body adjusted to sedentary lifestyle. It was like okay, wait, I was showing this to Jack, but like my where's the thing? Like you know like your my phone was telling me like steps, right? Like your step counter. And then it was like, "Oh, wait, hold on. Weeks." And it was like, "Oh, like last week? Wait, how do I check? Like last week you walked an average of 12,400 steps per day." And then like this week it was like 700. Because I came home and I was like just not walking anymore. Because like look, wait, how do I do like a month? How do I do like the month? Yeah, this is the month graph, right? And you can tell when I was away. Like it's ridiculous because I was walking so much. I wish I had that power. Honestly, yeah, teleportation is the best superpower ability. Like I don't, I don't, I don't hear any counter arguments here. You know, like I feel like that's the best one. Like, cause like flying, no offense, like if you say flying is so stupid. Like, why would you want to fly? Um, and then like the only other one I could kind of understand is like a time one, but like flying, invisibility, kind of stupid, honestly. Like, that's weird, you know? Um, could you get further away? I don't think so. It's pretty much like the farthest like major airport, I guess. It used to happen on the Faroe Islands. It's foggy and windy. Often didn't land on the first go. Yeah, yeah. Luckily, it's only happened once in like my 20 plus years of flying to Japan. It was just that one, and then the other time when there was an earthquake. But I already landed after when the earthquake happened, so like you know, we're winning. um, if you guys didn't know, I was actually in Japan when they like when there was like that huge earthquake in 2011, and we were at the airport in Tokyo. It's a very fond travel memory. So I am a seasoned traveler. You know everything that has been able to go wrong, has actually. You just get used to it. Like always something goes wrong. Um, yeah, invisibility is really sus. Anyone who says okay, unless it's for reasons like you're really like antisocial, you just like don't want to talk to anyone. Like invisibility is a bit sus. Especially after I watched like The Boys, right? And the invisible guy is like really creepy, you know? Teleport or time freeze? Yeah, true. Time freeze would be great because then you could have all the time in the world. But it really depends if you could freeze like other people with you. Because I feel like if you could freeze other people with you, then like it would be a bit more worth. I mean, even without it, it's like it would be fine, I guess. Because like you'd be like to say like obviously it's like a really superficial case, but like say you're doing like your homework and you're like the deadline's coming up, you'd have like infinite time technically, right? But then like if you could only spend the frozen time by yourself, I think that would be less beneficial. But for me, teleport would be like way more worth. I mean, like I guess time freeze is kind of the same thing, but you would have to like personally experience the travel time. And then like, would you age faster than everyone if you like kept freezing a lot? You know, like it'd be weird. Your phone tells you you're one step closer to your fitness goal. What is my fitness goal? I don't know. Fukushima, yeah, like 20. I think it's 2011. Um, the boys, yeah. I mean, the invisible guy was such a creep. Um, you choose invisibility because you're socially awkward. You don't talk to strangers. But like, but like, you could just not talk to strangers without the like you like if you could only have one superpower, would you really waste it on invisibility when you could have something else? Like you could teleport away from strangers, or like I feel like it's not the best value, you know? Teleporting you can monetize for personal use. You could use it for personal use and you can monetize it. Someone needs something to ship ASAP. True. Yeah, there would be a lot of monetization, you know? Who time stop for things like electronic devices? What do you mean? Oh, well, I'll be able to watch YouTube videos when I stopped. um, maybe. I don't know. Teleportation was awesome. Some awesome superpower, like the Marvel character. Is there a Marvel character that can teleport? Probably. I mean, there definitely is, but like I don't remember. What if you get dimension, freeze time, forgot how to unfreeze it, and you're stuck in time? Well, I guess that's a. What if you invisible and you get dimension? You forgot how to uninvisible. Like I guess you could say that for anything, you know. And leave with teleportation. That's another point for teleportation, because you would end up somewhere, you know. I think it'd be fine. But yeah, I think teleportation would be great. Mostly for me, because you know my family lives far away, so I could just see them anytime. And then I'm also very lazy. I'm also very lazy and I don't like going places, you know? Come get me and stuck on a mountain? Yeah, but why would you go to the mountain in the first place, you know? But at least like someone could feasibly come get you. You know, it's not like you're frozen in time. Then no one could come get you, you know? We're just gonna have to like, can you die when you're frozen in time? Like there's a lot of questions about that, you know? I don't know if I'd want to freeze time. Maybe like reverse time, like if you go like do over things. But I don't think I want that badly. I feel like it would be like a slippery slope, you know? Like if you had the ability to like redo things, like I feel like that's a slippery slope. Like I feel like you would just start redoing so many things, and then it would be like meaning, you know, it would make things feel really weird. It would be like Undertale, you know? Would you eventually just murder everyone? Maybe, I don't know. Is there a chance you don't rematerialize properly every time you teleport? I I don't know. Could you clip into something while teleporting and die? I don't know. I didn't think about this that deeply. Don't mess with the past. I mean, it wouldn't be the past. It would just be like, I don't know. Like it would just be like, you know, like redoing like something very recent, you know? Like not going way back, but it could depend, I guess. I'm not sure what the implications are. Shush! How loud is that car? Oh, it's a motorcycle, not a car. But it's still very loud. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't use the teleportation ability if it had that many risks, but if we're assuming that it's like fine, you know. Eating ice cream and then time travel to 10 minutes to eat it again. Yeah. I guess yeah, that's true, because you could have infinite ice cream without the calories, right? Is that what you mean? Have you seen the Flash film? It's kind of interesting, but very mid. No. I watched the Flash show, not all of it, but like some of it. We took the risk though, because you'd pick teleportation and go to Japan and catch a Farfetch'd. Wow, congrats. Which Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom ability would you want? Let me think. I have to remember all the abilities. Definitely not remote bombs. Definitely not Cryonis. I'm trying to think of Breath of the Wild ones. Stasis. What are the other ones? What are the other ones in Breath of the Wild? Stasis. Magnesis. I wouldn't want Magnesis. That's so... Like, why would you get Magnesis when you could have Ultra Hand? I think Ultra Hand is the best one. Recall, I think, would be less useful than Ultra Hand. I don't know. You would monetize so much for teleportation. It would be super helpful. People want to... Yeah, true, you could be a mover. It would depend, too, if you could, like, teleport stuff with you, you know? Or teleport people with you. I guess like if it's like, oh, like if you're everything you're touching like could tell you teleported with you, or everything you want to have teleported with you could. That would be like really really useful for sure. You could definitely monetize that well. The camera, no way. How about like the map? You know, like have you guys considered the map? Imagine having a map like whenever you want. Amiibos, true. Imagine being able to scan amiibos anytime you want. Can you imagine you could have that power and then like a metal chest falls from the sky and like a bunch of fish come flopping down? I don't know if that sounds very helpful. Someone shoots at me, recall the bullet. Does that happen to you often or? I don't know. I think recall is very situational. But I think like Ultra Hand would be useful all the time because I'm just like very lazy, you know? Like it just I guess you could always but like sticking stuff together is not that helpful either. I don't know. Would it really be that helpful? I would much rather have teleportation. Um if you're on your own and need food to survive, I can see that being helpful. That's true. That's true. Maybe like you just keep doing amiibo and then like you just keep getting money. You know? Like some of them must have like rupees or like stuff you can sell, like gems and stuff. That could be useful like IRL, you know? You could just like infinitely spawn gemstones and sell them and then you'd be rich. I'd be down. I do like a superpower that could make me rich, you know? How fast your reflexes could activate recall mid-bullet? Yeah, it's probably not the best. Because I feel like it'd be better to have Ultra Hand and then like hit them before they shoot the gun and then like, you know, throw the gun away. Or a horse to help you travel or a wolf to help you hunt. All helpful, you know? In a survival situation, you can build a house really fast with Ultra Hand. I know. Why are we are we talking about Breath of the Wild like in survival? In a survival situation, or just like every day? Because I was assuming we have access to like our normal stuff, you know? But it could be either way. I don't know. I don't think any of the Breath of the Wild powers are particularly helpful. But I guess Ultra Hand would just be like telekinesis, right? But it's still not my go-to. Cause like I'm like, how helpful would telekinesis really be? You just use your hands. Like my hands, you know, can 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 like lift stuff up, you know? Like kind of same thing. It's not super often where I'm like, man, I wish I had telekinesis to do this. Um Wind bomb. Yeah, I thought about that, but I was like, no, that would be so painful. I've seen what happens to Link when he wind bombs. Like, it just seems very painful. I don't think I could hold myself with a paraglider. Is fast travel technique and ability? Yeah. I mean, if I had a choice, obviously I'd pick fast travel. But maybe you can only teleport to shrines, and I don't have those, you know. And lock him in. Chicano, how are you? Yeah, what has everyone been up to? What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? I burned my shoulders like kind of badly when I was away as well. There was like one day where we went to Disneyland, and when we left, it was like cloudy, and then like I forgot. I didn't wear sunscreen, and I'd forgotten. But then but when we left, I was like, oh, it's cloudy, it's fine. But then like it wasn't cloudy like throughout the day, and then I had like the worst like burn on my shoulder. Not like okay, not the worst, but like um I've never really burnt before. So that was like my first time like properly burning. But it wasn't like painful or anything, which is I guess it's fine. Japanese fearless, of course, of course. I'm waiting for Japanese anti-fragile. It's gonna be so cringe, but I'm like ready for it. Big Chun just got done playing Street Fighter. Your wrist hurts. You should definitely take a break. Honestly, like wrist and like hand issues are like actually no joke. Like it can really really screw everything up for a long time. And it's hard to fix, you know? And you use your hands for everything. Unless you have Ultra Hand, you know? Everyone stretch your wrists. Let's all stretch our wrists together. But we don't get carpet tunnel, yeah. Carpet tunnel, yes. But yeah, no. Carpal tunnel is really, really bad. So be careful. I will stretch my wrist as well. Too much carpal tunnel. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. And I need to like, I need to be careful too, cause I play so much mobile game. You Witchering a lot and going from Switch to PS5. Oh my god, Witcher is so bad on Switch. It looks like garbage on the Switch. I bet it looks nice on PS5. But the controls on, I played on PS4 for like 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes. I played for like 30 minutes, 1 hour. And the controls are so bad. So hopefully it's better on PS5. One guy in high school I knew got carpal tunnel in his right hand for playing WoW. So he was a chance. He got carpal tunnel on his left. Oh no. I'm sorry, that's really bad, but it's like so funny. Oh my gosh. Sounds the same, it's the same thing. Carpet tunnel, yes. Carpet tunnel, carpal tunnel. All the same thing. That's a lot of carpet tunnel. I mean, yeah, I guess it's like it's balance, right? Like you're like it's really annoying when like just one side hurts, so like having both useful, you know? Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I know we're all gamers here. Make sure to stretch your wrists often. It's very easy for your wrists to like my wrists even are like very weak right now, you know? It doesn't feel right when I put like weight on it. And I think it's just because of like not moving them around so much. People wall to wall carpet in the tunnel. Would you carpet the ceiling as well? No. Why? Why would you do that? That sounds like something that would happen to me. Okay, then stretch your wrist right now. Do your wrist stretches? If your hands hurt from playing Street Fighter. Yeah, that gorilla grip thing? I don't know what that is. With the gorilla grip. Don't think so. Oh, the outfits in this music video are great. Okay, I'm done stretching my wrists. It always feels like really weird to stretch them. But my wrists are so crackly, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think I'm fine. It's not even that. It's like a bit warm in here, but it's not. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I won't complain. Cause okay, when I was in Paris, it was like 30, 33, something like that, and I was like, oh man, it's very hot, you know. Especially in the sun, like it was very very warm. But then I went to, when I was in Italy, it was like 35, and I think like I don't know. I think like one of the days it was just like very like the air just felt like really like the air just felt like really thick. Like there wasn't like wind, right? And it was just like it was just so hot. That one day was just like so hot. Like I was like I've never been so sweaty in my life, you know? And I just like I just feel like I experienced like my every time I went to a place, I was like my my like perception of what is hot, like what is hot weather, just like expanded. And then like I went to the next place and then like expanded again. I was like, oh my god, like it's just like people live like this. Like I was like, how do people just like live and like go outside? You know, I wouldn't be able to do anything because like I was only able to do stuff because I was like, if I don't do it today, like I'm leaving. So like I had to do it today. You know, um, but I was like, you know what? I don't even know. Saturday night was brutal. I sat in a restaurant with our aircon right next to the kitchen. It was the most non-workout setting I've ever done. I don't even know. Oh, like when I look back, Paris wasn't even that bad. Cause like Italy was just so like that one day in Italy was just so hot. You want summer to be over so bad? Yeah, I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm okay with that. Um, just don't sweat, but it's impossible. Like as soon as you step out, it's like you just accept like for a while I was like, oh, like trying to like de-sweat myself, right? And I was like trying to like not be sweaty. But at a certain point you just can't. Like I was like, it's impossible. Like your body is like just covered in sweat no matter what. So I'm like, you know what? You just have to embrace it, you know? By the time I reached Greece, I was like I just accepted it. I was like, my body I'm just sweaty. Like, you know, like it's just how it's gonna be, I guess. So when you accept it, it's not too bad, you know? We went out last night to grab some adult beverages, but it was still hot. Yeah, I went on a walk. I walked my dog yesterday at like Like 8 p.m. Actually, no. Yesterday wasn't too hot, but these days, like even in the evening, it doesn't cool down that much, which is really annoying. It's barely over 20 seasons. He got home from Paris at 14. 14 is so cold. Wow, that's really nice. Here it's like, I think it's getting close to 25. It's gonna be like almost 30 today again. But that's okay. It's not even that bad. It's not even like it's not like super super sunny or anything like that. So I'll take it. Honestly, I don't. I've kind of given up. I'm like, you know what? Hot weather exists. I will just live in it. You know. So I was like, I don't care. We could do some sunshine. You need to tan a bit more. Tanning's bad for you. You're a fan of sun and clear skies, but being sweaty is no bueno. Yeah, I'm not a sweaty person. Like normally, like I don't like day to day. Like I don't like sweat that much, right? Um, but I just sweated so much when I was away. Like even stuff like I was like I had like shorts, right? And like usually like your shorts don't get sweaty, right? Because like it's not like it's like usually like stuff like shorts, like pants, stuff like that. Like it doesn't get that sweaty as much as like a shirt would. But I was like even like my shorts and stuff were like really really sweaty. I'm like it's just like because it's just like like even like I've never had like sweaty like legs unless I'm like working out or like I guess sitting on like a warm chair or something like that. But like I just like it's just how it is, I guess. You want to be paler? I think I'm less pale than I was when I left. Surely. I can't tell. I think I am. I think I am. I feel like my arm looks kind of dark. It's hard to tell because I like, it's like a camera, but not sweaty unless it's a Genshin. No, I'm not sweaty about Genshin. Yeah, I'm sweaty about Wild Rift. I'm a bit sweaty when it comes to that. I'm like, I'm like, you should hear, like, I'm like very nice to everyone in the chat, but like when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, like good luck, have fun, everyone. Like it's fine. Um, but like on the inside, I'm like mad. I'm like, oh, why would you do that? You're very sweaty. Summer can be rough. That's too bad. It's too bad. But yeah, it's I don't think I want to ever be that sweaty again, honestly. I know you're shat. Yeah, of course. It's just that kind of game, you know? You gotta I play a lot of ranked, okay? I have to be sweaty about it. I'm trying to like the new rank season started like a couple days ago, so I need to go back up. I got put down to um I got put down to plat 4. You just type good luck have fun before games and GG after games of Quake. That's good, that's good. I like when people say good luck have fun. It's always like I feel like it sets a good tone for the game, you know? Like people still like flame and stuff like that, but like if you say good luck have fun, I think it's like people are more likely to be a bit kinder, I think. You should see the sweaty bums in Street Fighter. Like, what are they doing? No, I like opened the event in Wild Rift today, and there's like a leaderboard of like whatever like currency you get during the event, and I had like wait, let me check. I think I have like I just started. I played like 10 minutes, but then the people at the top of the leaderboard have like millions. I was like, wait, how is that possible? Like, I feel like at most I could get like thousands, right? But they have like it's like 3 million, whatever score it is. I'm like, how much do these people play? You know? I don't know. But like, I'm curious like how many games like if I go on the leaderboard on Wild Rift, why don't I have million? Because the event started yesterday. Or maybe today. I think it might have started today. Where's the leaderboard? I wanna like stalk someone on the leaderboard, you know? Okay, so the number one Caitlyn. Okay. The number one Caitlyn. Let's see, like, oh, it's hidden. They hid their match history. What? Why are they hiding it? Oh my god, everyone hides it. Why? Wait. These are like stats, I guess. Oh, they do. Ranked last season. 567. 567 games. That's so many. Whoa. Oh, but they're only diamond too. Wait, what? But they're the #1 gym, but they're only diamond too. Hmm. Wait, hold on. Are they just grinding away with one character? I don't think so. It doesn't really say like who they played. Ranked season 9. 600! Oh! All matches 872 last season. But they're only I guess they're diamond 4 right now. Because the season just reset. Only diamond? In Wild Rift it's not that high. I was diamond. But I think that might be like they got reset to diamond. Wow. They've played 1,133 games on Caitlyn. How many games have I played on Caitlyn? 192. Hmm. I guess I have some ways to go. What's the highest? Master? No. Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, and now there's a new rank called Sovereign above Challenger. You don't think I played a ranked game this season? Yeah, that's because the season started like 2 days ago. I think I think I played my first ranked game like a day or two ago because it just started. But yeah, I'm gonna grind this season. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna get like a lot of I'm gonna get a lot of I'm gonna rank up. Don't worry. I'm gonna play good and rank up. I played like a bunch of support games, like maybe like 10 or so support games in the season. I'll get there. I'll get there. Because they changed my support. Okay, so they changed the support. The whole point of the support that I like, her name is Soraka, and the entire like thing that she does is that she sacrifices her own health to heal her allies, right? So she gives up her own health to heal to heal your team, right? And I thought that was great. Like I really like that about her. That's like the main thing she does, right? And then like that's the entire like skill part of it, right? Because you have to like not give up too much of your own health, right? And you have to like hit the other ability to reduce the health cost. That's the whole point, right? But they removed that. So now you could just spam it whenever you want. So I'm like, excuse me. And then they keep doing stuff like that. They just like take away like whatever is making the champion like actually like, you know, like actually requiring skill. So I'm like, it's a bit annoying. Cause like I'm kind of enjoying it right now while it's like kind of broken, you know? But like I would still rather have the old one back. Like I'm only playing it right now because it's just so broken. But it's just like I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not. It just takes away the whole like purpose, you know? It's like, oh, the whole point of this champion is it does this, but then they're like, oh, just kidding, it doesn't do that anymore. So I was upset. But it's okay. It's okay. This one dude came to my store yesterday and he had a Triforce tattoo, and I asked him if he played Tears again. He said he loves Zelda so much and he named his son Ganon. What? I think Ganon like isn't like an actual name. Not like an actual name, but like I think some people are called that, right? Am I wrong? How many people are named Ganon? I bet there's a lot of people named like Zelda though. That's a godlike name. I think it's a good name. See, oh, maybe it's the last name because I remember hearing it somewhere and I was like, oh, someone's name is Ganon. But like maybe it was a last name. That'd be really cool. Rich Gannon was a quarterback years ago. Oh, they should have named him something else, like, I guess if your last name is Dorf, you could you can make your first name Ganon. Would that be cool? Why is it your name Goku? That'd be a weird name. I don't know about that. I bet there's people named Goku though. I 100%. There's definitely some like white kid named Goku at this point, you know? There's probably like at least like 100 of them. I'm sure there's some. I'm sure there's like some white kid named like Naruto, you know? Something like that. And just and they're probably like Goku. Yeah, Goku Johnson. His name is like Goku Smith. Why is he a white kid? Cause some weeb named them. Cause like I feel like I mean, sorry, I don't think it's even a name, but I don't think it's even a name to begin with. I think it'd be weird in Japan too. That'd be quite funny though. When someone's name is Kakarot. What is that? I don't even know what's happening in this music video. I don't think I've ever watched it. There's some girl, but I don't know what she's like doing. They're playing basketball. I'm not really sure. Goku's real name in the show. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not up to date on the lore. Manse iconic. I never watched the video. She seems very unimpressed by them. They're trying to hit on her, and she's like walking away. I can't even recognize them. This is from 7 years ago. Which one is Dino? I literally don't even recognize anyone. They all look so different. I don't even know who I'm looking at right now. You've been watching a K-drama. That's not weeb. Amazing Eternity. Oh, Attorney Woo. Yeah. Is it good? I haven't watched that one. It didn't really appeal to me. But I heard it's good. As a Saiyan name, Goku is still his real name. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't want to know. I never watched that. Make a soap opera midway in. That's like every K-drama though. They're all so dramatic. That's how it is. Especially like if it's like a romance drama, especially. But it's just how they are. Yeah, on the way to Paris, I watched I watched Ant-Man Quantumania, and on the way back, I watched Jumanji. It actually wasn't that bad, cause I always want to watch like something I'm not that interested in. I want to watch something I'm not that interested in, cause like usually I want to like fall asleep or like I might not finish the movie anyway. So I watched Jumanji. And welcome in, X-Angelers. How are you today? It's amazing how much of a ripoff Goku is of Superman. I guess, but Superman is so basic, you know. It shouldn't be a romance drama, but it's turning into one. Every K drama is not every okay, but like 99% of K dramas are like romance ones, or like there's at least some sort of romance in it, you know. Not everyone though. There's definitely ones without any romance, like Squid Game. Squid Game had no romance, nor should there be, you know. I have Wicked Love on here too, but it's somewhere buried in the shuffle. We'll get there. I was trying to learn the dance before I left, but I didn't really learn it. Like I haven't had enough time to learn it before I left, so I'll keep practicing now. Whoa, what did I do? You're rooting for Chuche. What? I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. Like Cheyenne? I don't understand. Also, I just found out. Um, I Chairman. Oh, oh. I was like, I didn't remember their names. Yeah, I believe in that too. I believe. But obviously, like I think later on, Moon and Hana, I think need to get together. Like there's something there, you know. But not yet. You know, he's not ready. Oh my god. I had like there's some cables resting on my desk and they're like falling down. Scared me. There's ghosts here. What was I trying to say? I had like what was I saying? I had something to say but I can't remember now. Yeah, I'll continue learning Wicked Love. I don't know if I'm gonna play Just Dance tomorrow or if I'm gonna play Tears of the Kingdom. I was watching, like, you guys know my favorite YouTuber, Floydson. Um, he uploaded a new 100 Days video, and it was 100 Days in Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, oh no way. And I was like, should I watch it? I was like, not really super into watching it. I don't really like watching, like, casual playthroughs, you know? I don't really like watching casual playthroughs of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. But I was like, you know what? It's Floydson, so I'll watch it. And obviously, he's so funny. It was just entertaining anyway. I haven't finished it yet, though. But if he finishes the game, I won't watch, I promise. But everything else I was watching. I saw a mechanic that I was unaware of, but it's fine. There's so many mechanics. You need a transcript bot so you can look at your own log. Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice. We would probably get so many things wrong, and it'd be so funny. You like casual playthroughs? I don't think I've ever watched one. I'm pretty sure. You barely played Tears of the Kingdom after I beat it? Well, I haven't beat it yet, so I guess we'll see. I don't think I'll go back though. Like, I mean, I'll probably like do other stuff, but like, I don't think I'd replay the story. When Tears of the Kingdom DLC? I guess we'll see. Probably watch more speedruns when I played the game. I want to beat the game so I can watch the dang speedruns. It's been like 2 months of speedruns I've missed out on. You know how many new world records I've seen, like, that have popped up in my like, like, you know, I can see all of them, and I haven't watched a single one, by the way. I'm very upset. I want to watch speedruns. I've had like, I think I've had like 3 resubs to Player 5 that I've missed. Cause I don't want to be spoiled. Cause I thought about, like, I could just watch the speedrun and then like leave before the end, but the speedrun is like getting kind of fast, so maybe not. You still have games to play. I want to visit Pokemon before Scarlet Violet DLC. I'll play Scarlet Violet DLC, but I'm not gonna play the game otherwise. I'm just gonna play the DLC and then I don't feel the urge to go back to Scarlet Violet. I thought it was fine. We were talking about this last stream, I think, but like I thought Scarlet Violet was fine, but like it's not like I'm like excited to play it again. Even so many route changes. I've seen stuff about the route changes, like people talking about the different things they're doing, but I don't know. You haven't transferred a single Pokemon since Home update dropped. I haven't even opened Home in like many years. I think I have some random Pokemon in there though. Vanilla speedruns is cool, but I'm a big fan of current patch runs. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up to date on what everyone's doing, you know? Because I have been unable to watch. It's just whatever I see on Twitter. Like people like posting shots and stuff on Twitter. Or like talking about like, oh, watching the cutscene or something like that. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And I need to, how close am I to the end of the game? Like how much is left? My game is on current patch now, I think. It just keeps updating. It lacks content for me. I hope DLC will add something. I just don't like breeding. I'm hoping for like a battle tower. Like I really like the battle tower, but like there's only like that like random tournament, and it's not really the same thing. It's no star tournament. I'm glad when you do is just still around in Magic grinding Zonite the normal way for max batteries. I guess so. I guess so. Well, I don't really use them that much. So that's fine. Do you see that meme about Link's balls? No, I haven't seen that many Tears of the Kingdom memes. For the main story, I think you're pretty close to the end. Like one stream close to the end. One stream, 2 streams. I just got Minoru. Like I literally just finished building Minoru. And I'm upset about it. I hope she's somewhat useful. I don't know. Just import Leon into Paldea. Yeah, they imported Leon and there was like he's part of a tournament. I'd be so down. School trip to Galar DLC? What? I can't remember where you are. I just finished Minoru. I played it at least a few weeks ago. You've done basically the main story thing up until the last boss. I don't know if I'm ready for the last boss though. My gear is not the best. My gear is not the best. I think I need. I don't know how many like hearts and stuff I have. I don't think you're ready either. Yeah, I'm definitely not ready. I'm gonna have to like grind some other stuff. I don't know where I should get all the materials and stuff. I barely beat like the pre-final boss, you know? Or the other main boss. I barely beat that. We just go fight Ganondorf anytime. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna succeed, you know? We need to find the bow. True. We need to find Link's signature weapon, the Great Eagle Bow. I need that. Also, I don't have the Master Sword. I can't find it. I did the quest, but now I can't find it. I don't know what to do. You gotta get the Master Sword. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was looking around. Couldn't find it. I don't know where it is. I have to figure out where it is. I don't really remember what happened. I just remember there's a dragon, but then I couldn't find the dragon, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I probably should get the Master Sword. The Master Sword, Great Eagle Bow, and then I'll be pretty happy, honestly. I don't really care about every other. I mean, I don't even care about the Master Sword that much, but like, it would be useful to. It's probably a pretty strong weapon, so I think I'd rather have it. That one, and I don't know. I think I would just have some strong weapons. I think glyphs and Master Sword next. I think I did the glyphs. Isn't the glyph the Master Sword? Ganon's Phantoms drop the best weapons, but those ones take away your hearts. I shouldn't do that. I don't think it picked. I did, but they killed me too quickly. You did do the glyphs. Yeah, you wouldn't have the Master Sword if you didn't do the glyphs. The bow doesn't? Which bow? They didn't have bows. The Demon King's bow. How am I supposed to get that? Doesn't he have it? Isn't he holding it? Drops off the Phantom one? Really? I don't know if I kept it. I'll have to check. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll find something. Is mid if you have no hearts. Oh. Oh, I don't know then. I don't have that many hearts. Because when I tried to use the sword, it was like I would die too fast. So I couldn't do it. 5-shot Lionel bows? I could kill some Lionels. They're the same as Breath of the Wild. I could kill some Lionels. I don't mind that. The bow's damage scales by hearts. Oh. Well, we'll try to figure it out. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy the last fight. So I guess I'll just try to make it as least painful as possible, right? I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'll just try to get as much as I can. And I'll get fairies, I'll get lots of food, and I'll just brute force it. If I just like get so much food, I think I could brute force it. It's great, Egreege. I don't trust your Egreege. We suck the joy out. What, did you guys enjoy it? How would you guys rate the final fight? Like, did you enjoy the final fight? Like, I know people really like the ending, but that doesn't necessarily include the final fight, you know? Find some durians. I'll look around for them, of course. I think I had some, like, hardy radishes and stuff. It's hard. The final fight is incredible. 2 out of 10. I was stuck there with 3 hearts. Even though it's easy. I heard it's not that easy. I think the fight was okay, but visually it was beautiful. Okay. I do like a pretty fight. Although the end of Skyward Sword, like, that fight was cool looking, but that one made me really mad because I was like, I didn't really understand what was going on. And okay, I was really mad at that one. Like, okay, at the end of Skyward Sword, I won't spoil the story or anything like that, but they tell you, they're like, my favorite move, you guys know, was the Skyward Strike, right? Where you hold up the sword and then the light comes and you like hit them with the light. right? And then so then like I was doing that at the start, and they were like, Fi was like, oh, you can't use Skyward Strike. It doesn't work against him. So I was like, oh, it doesn't work. But then later on in the fight, it's like the intended mechanic, you know? But it's like unclear, like, the shit already told me that it doesn't work, right? So then like I didn't do that. Cause like I was supposed to use it later, but they told me it didn't work. So I was like, I think that's very unclear. I think they should not have done that. Um the beauty of a Rick Rage is like 70% sarcastic, but it doesn't have to be. But definitely, definitely. I used to Rage both like really sarcastically, but also like seriously. So like it's a good emote. It's still my top emote, I think. I had to double check, but I think it's my most used emote still. Like it has been for like a long time. Cause I just use it all the time. Denise fight made me so angry. But the only good thing to come about it was calling him Denise. That's the only good thing that came out of it. If Ganon does the Ganon smile at the end, then like the fight will be worth it. But if he doesn't, then like all we did was like what? Save the world? Not even worth it. I guess we'll see I guess we'll see if I like it or not. I'm doubtful. I'm doubtful that I will enjoy the end, you know? If there's like a nice cutscene, I'm sure I'll get it, but like the actual gameplay, I'll probably hate it. Cause the end of the game, I think I've enjoyed zero of it, you know? Like I can't remember what we did so far, but like I don't remember enjoying any of it. Except for the cutscenes. I enjoyed the memory cutscenes. But like the actual like tasks I had to complete were not enjoyable, honestly. But I'm trying to get there. When you get your braces off, you gotta get in, smile at the dentist. True. I'm getting my braces off on Tuesday. It's so close. It's 1, 2, 3 days away. No, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, yeah, it's 3 days away. I'm so excited. It's like actually so soon. It's a retainer? No, no, no. The retainer's only at night. I can get and smile all I want beforehand, you know? And like the retainer is like just gonna look like this, so it's like the same thing. It's a clear ones. It's all good. You gotta get and smile in the mirror. Of course, of course. Keep braces forever. Why would I keep my braces forever? What's the point of that? I don't mind my braces that much, but I'm very happy to have them off. It's gonna feel so weird. But I'm like tired of like, you know, like it's just very annoying. I wish I could have gotten them off like before I traveled as well. Because it's really annoying when you're traveling. 'Cause I have to keep like taking them out. I have to keep taking them out like every time I eat and stuff. So it's like really, and like I can't have snacks. I can't have like, I can't just like walk around and like drink, right? Because like I have to have my braces out. So it's really annoying. But in 3 days, I'll be done. Yeah, the braces. Yeah, the braces are really loud. I don't even care about them anymore though. I'm like, at first I was like when I first got them, I was like kind of self-conscious about taking them out like all the time. But now I'm like now I like I don't even care. I'm just like I will just like rip them out everywhere. Um, it's hard to tell you have them. Yeah, I think sometimes like my lisp is really strong. Like sometimes when I look back at like old Twitch clips and stuff, my lisp is so strong, and even now I still have one, right? But like, other than that, it's okay. But it is kind of like irritating to your mouth. Like it makes your mouth like really dry. I don't even know. It's really annoying. Cause like it just feels like I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Gave my days on a run with money. Yeah, when I look back at the clips when I first got them, um, like when I first got them, it was so bad. Like when I look back at those clips, it's so funny. Like I think I was playing Arceus at the time, and I was like voice acting Arceus characters, and it's like the lisp is so strong. It's so funny. Um, your teeth are like shiny halfway up. Well, the braces go all the way to the top, so I don't know why it's halfway. But they're definitely like shiny, like, cause like there's like plastic over them, right? So you can, if you know they're there, like you can definitely see them. But I think like if you weren't looking, like you might not like you might not notice unless you're like quite close. Are you serious? Exactly, exactly. Even now though, like with some words and stuff like that, I find myself saying like not pronouncing stuff properly. But it just depends. But like I think like I don't know what I'm gonna sound like when I mean I guess I don't talk that much with them out, but like I guess if I'm like eating or something like that, I do. But I have been speaking my whole life with like no braces, you know, so surely it should be fine. You sound like normal Miju now. Yeah, I think it's just like a very slight lisp, but it's not too bad. I don't think it's very different. As long as very catchy. But yeah, I'm so excited. But it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a long appointment. Cause they have to like take all the attachments off and then they have to like add that metal thing on the back of my teeth. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna teach her to floss again. So then I have to like learn how to floss. So I was like, oh, okay. Got them for the most of the time I've been here. Probably. Cause it's been like a year and a half. And I've only been streaming like 2 years and a half, I guess. Something like that. Wait, is that right? Something like that. And Super 6 you can create your own avatar. Some people made some amazing character models. I saw it was like very customizable, which is great. You can hear 21 months. I think I've had my braces for they said 18 months, but I believe it's 17 actually. So it was 1 month quicker than they said it would be, which is great. Let's say I saw 2D from the gorilla. I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what any of those things mean. Is it a person? Is it a character? I don't know. Sorry, I'll stop singing the old song when the new song comes on. You don't know the Gorillas? Is it a band? I think it's a band. Okay, am I wrong? I'm not sure. If it's not a band, I'm sorry. I have no idea. I think maybe I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it is. It's British music. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't know any British things. I only know Hob. I only know the Hob. That's all I got, you know? British music, best music? I was a big Ed Sheeran fan growing up, you know? So, or no, you know what? Before Ed Sheeran, I loved One Direction. So I have been a fan of the peak of British music. I know you guys have like a lot of other artists, but I don't know, One Direction. One Direction kind of hits differently. Um, Once in a while, I'll listen to like the Motorcycle Guy's back. Not the Motorcycle Guy, sorry, not that guy, but like um, a different one, a less appealing one. But yeah, like once in a while, I listen to like I just shuffle all the One Direction songs. I was doing that on the flight. Because eventually I get tired of like whatever music I've been listening to these days after like many hours. So then I just listen to One Direction on shuffle. That's what I've been doing. Um, been able to even into a Canadian indie rock band called Ow! I just scratched my leg so hard. Ah! Called QE Junior. Cool, cool. How about that Japanese on is it called On OK Rock? It was it was very like emo music, wasn't it? Which I like. I'm still to this day a Fall Out Boy fan. Yeah, that guy's trying to ruin the stream. What are they doing? There's other like motorcycle guys, you know. My the motorcycle guy from my K drama was fantastic, but I don't know. Um, why does scratching feel so good if it's bad for us? On the on the way home from Paris, I was like scratching my leg. It was really itchy. I was wearing like but I was wearing like long pants, so like I didn't know what was there. But it was a mosquito bite, so I like scratched the mosquito bite, and it like like it gets very like messed up if you scratch it too much. And I was like, oh whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So then it was like it was all like it gets like bigger pretty much because you like spread the poison around. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine now though. Yeah, yeah. Don't scratch mosquito bites. It's really bad. I try not to scratch them though. But I'm very like reactive to mosquito like to bug bites in general. Like when I was younger, they would like swell up like crazy. But these days, I think they don't do that. It probably maybe just depends on the mosquitoes though. Mosquitoes are poisonous. I mean, like they're not poisonous, but like whatever irritant makes it like makes it like a bite mark, makes it itchy. Like if you scratch it, it'll like spread it around basically, which is why like it'll get bigger. It's not like poison. I don't know if it's poison, but like it's something. You said, but you know what I mean? Like it's like yeah, yeah, allergic reaction, something like that. Yeah, but like some people I think are more reactive than other people. Cause like mine are kind of bad. But I think it depends on the mosquito. Cause like I used to get them like super super big swelling up, and it was really annoying. I don't think I could trust you a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not an insect expert. I try not to think about them. You went camping once and came home with 40 plus mosquito bites. That's too many, yeah. That's very, very unpleasant. You should have worn bug spray. But I think it's like some people are more like mosquitoes like them more. Like it's like you just have good blood, I guess. Because I feel like I get bitten quite often. Some people are not a mosquito's taste. I want to be not mosquito's taste. How can I do that? I pass on camping unless it's a hotel. Yeah, and even then I want like a nice hotel. Like I don't even want to go to a hotel if it's not that nice, you know? But like, I don't know. I'm not a camping enjoyer either. I went camping like once when I was like I don't even remember how old I was, but like I went camping once when I was a kid, and I don't really want to go again. Like I'm like, why would it just like nothing like it just doesn't appeal to me. Like creepy inns or motels or hostels. I don't think I've ever stayed in a motel or a hostel. But at that point, I'd rather just not go, because it can be really like. I mean, even like okay, even when I stay at like a nice hotel, I still think it's like gross, Like I don't trust um I don't trust hotels to be like super clean, and I don't think they are. Like surely like I heard like they don't wash like the duvet and stuff, right? Like it's like kind of sus. But like it's kind of like a necessity. Like it's like I'll stay in the hotel, but like I don't think it's that clean. Mosquitoes carry disease, which is why it's not great. I mean that's true. That's true. But I think most of them are at least you know in many countries it's not you'll be okay. You sit in hostels in Berlin, they're all right. I don't like it though. They need to like share it, right? My ex used to bring her own pillowcase to hotels. Honestly, I might that actually sounds quite nice. I might do that. To be immune to certain mosquitoes, you need to be bitten enough, which is worth it. Yeah, I'd rather just not get bitten. I'll just not go aside. You just hop right on and use a provided pillow. I mean, I was, but like, I guess, or like putting something on the pillow that's like clean would be nice, I guess. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the pillowcases are probably clean, but like, I don't really trust like the sheets and the duvet to be clean. And like you think about how many people like if there's like a chair or something in your hotel, like I don't know, like I just don't trust the hotel to be like 100% clean. Especially the bathroom and stuff. It just feels kind of gross, but it is what it is, you know. Like if you want to go somewhere, like you kind of need a hotel. Those maids look you just tidy up and don't really switch stuff out, so it's pretty icky. Yeah, exactly. I bet there's like, I bet there's like, it's not extremely uncommon for them to like not not clean the sheets, you know? Like they just like make the bed or something, you know? But like I feel like that's sus. I don't trust it. I mean, I feel like you just kind of have to like not think about it, you know? As long as there's no like bed bugs. Ugh. But yeah, I don't. And then like people were saying like, you know, the blanket they give you on the plane. They're like, oh, like they don't clean that blanket. Like I'm like, ew, it's so gross. There's massive clouds of mosquitoes. No, thank you. Um, you said at a frugal hotel in Vegas and it was so gross. It smelled like an old lady perfume. But our hotels in Vegas like pretty cheap. Where were you staying in a really frugal one? Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust hotels like that. But you know, you do what you have to do. You know. I think every hotel I was staying at was like fine. I think like the one in Paris was very like bare bones, and I was like, it's fine. Like it does the job, whatever. But the one in Italy was quite nice, and the one in Greece was like the one in Greece was quite nice either because there was like a balcony right there, and like it had a very nice view. And all of them had AC, so like I guess that's preferable. um, my friend and I went to Vegas on a whim with no reservations. Old lady perfume hotel. Ew. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm a plan aheader, so I think I wouldn't go unless I had a nice hotel to choose from. Although I heard like um I heard like I was looking on like the Vancouver subreddit as I do, and the hotels here are so expensive because like apparently there's not even that many hotels in Vancouver. Like it's not like other major cities where there's like tons and tons of hotels. Like we don't have that many. So like even like so I was they were like stop eating meat right now. Well, like what a spontaneous thing to do. Um no. I was looking it up and they were like, "Oh, like a Holiday Inn, like which is not like that nice of a hotel. Like a Holiday Inn here is like $500 $600 a night." And I was like, "What the hell? Like what a scam!" Like it's not even like that nice of a hotel. Like when I paid $500 $600 when I was in London, which is like a huge city. I literally was at the Hilton. Like it was like a nice hotel, and then here it's like I think Holiday Inn is like a 3-star hotel, and it's like I looked it up and it was like close to 600 after all the fees and everything. And I was like, what a scam! That is such a scam. Mhm. But I think like apparently we just like don't have large capacity hotels here. So, like it's just like a very they just charge like a really high price for them. I guess people pay. Everything is just overpriced. Yeah, travel scams. Yeah, I shouldn't travel to my own city, I guess. Good thing. I mean, I guess when you think about the price and then you think about the rent price too, it's kind of scammed anyway. Hotels can be pretty scammy. Yeah. But the ones in Europe were like, they weren't that, like, the prices were okay, I think. I don't have like a good reference point, but like, I think it was pretty good. It was all in euros, so, you know, it's hard to say. You usually don't kick at the hotel when you're on vacation. True, but it's nice to have like a clean place to come back and relax in, you know? You recommend old lady hotels? I no, I don't recommend that. You're booking a short holiday to Stockholm, Sweden? Oh, when are you going? That's exciting. I hope you have fun. I surprisingly have no more holidays planned. I'm I'm holidayed up at least for a while because I don't have any vacation days. Stockholm, Sweden is such an American thing to say. Number is not American, but maybe they just picked up American speaking style. Um, we have a variety of different star hotels, but maybe it's a city thing. I mean that's normal. That's normal. But like for us, like I don't even want to look at like the 5 star like I have no idea how much the 5 star hotels would cost. The 3 star hotel is like $600. The 5 star hotel must be like $1,000 a night or something, you know? Canadian money is super monopoly, but yeah, euros is too though. It's about the same though. Canadian money does actually look like monopoly money. It doesn't have RGB, but it's like plastic and it has like clear sections. And it's like really, really brightly colored. It's not our fault that America has really boring money, okay? And it's hard to tell the difference between the bills. Because I know right away, I see a bright green bill as a 20, you know? I see a. Okay, I don't know the colors because I don't use cash, but like, I think the blue one is. I think 10 is like bright blue. I have no idea what color $5 bill is. I legitimately don't use cash. I have no idea. I think 50 is red. Could be wrong. Um, you were translating for American. Ah, I see, I see. We have real money and actually has that's true. That's true. You got me there. My money doesn't have any value. Green is the color of money. True, true. But green is the color of $20 bills. I saw a guy in chat say my dream destinations are Paris, France, Rome, Italy, London, UK. And I said, are you American? Is that really what they say? I've never said that. Cause like other unless it's like would be confused. Like if you're talking to someone from Ontario and you say like London, I think there's a London in Ontario, right? So like maybe in that situation I'd be like London, UK, you know, or like London, England or something, you know, like. But like if you said Tokyo, like it's very clear. Like I don't think you have to clarify like where that is, you know. The big cities, you don't need the country. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that. Like anyone's gonna think his dream destination is London. True. Okay. In that situation, probably not. I don't even know. Yeah, I've never said that. Cause like you would know, like you would just know where you're talking about. Is it cause are they just really bad at geography, so they just assume like they won't know that Seoul is in South Korea? Is that why? If Japan had anime characters, the money would be more valuable. I think the yen is not that strong right now. I think they have like what even is on Japanese money? I think it's like kings and stuff, like emperors, stuff like that. Um, those were stereotypical travel destinations for Americans. Because in my head, I was like, oh, kind of want to go to those places too. Honestly, I don't think Paris was ever on my list. Like, I don't really care about France. Like, even when I was there, I was like, it's fine. Like, I don't know. And obviously, I've been to Tokyo many times, and I've been to Seoul only once. But like, I think I would, um, I don't know. Like, I mean, I obviously want to go back. South of France is lovely. I just don't have a strong, I just don't have a strong like, desire to see like Western countries. You know, because it's like they're like very similar. You know, I mean, like obviously, like they are somewhat different, like in terms of like you know what it looks like and culture and stuff like that. But it's still like I just don't have a strong like I'm not like wow I really want to go to like um whatever country you know in Europe. I mean, there's a reason I never went until last year. It means you gang in shambles. They are. They are. Like obviously they all have their own things, but like I don't know. I'm just not super interested in it. All have euro too. Yeah, true. Same currency, same place basically. I go to Africa to break the American stereotype. A lot of people go to South Africa though. Where in Africa? You want to visit the Bucharest? I don't know what that is. And the Budapest and some of those places. Well, I hope you can go then. I don't know. I think these days my Egypt. I mean, Egypt is a really popular travel destination, is it not? Um, but like, I think my list right now is like I want to go back to Korea, and I think for me, I'm just like for me, I'm just thinking about food. I think I want to go back to Korea, and then I'm going to Thailand to eat food, and Vietnam to eat food, of course. But I think Thailand is also a very popular travel destination for North Americans because it's pretty cheap, right? I mean, who really is like, yo, let's go to Congo? Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, I can't remember. My cousin went somewhere on like he kind of works like medical adjacent, and he went to like a very like very um like third world country in Africa. I can't remember exactly. I think it was like multiple countries, but like the process of going is like very like difficult, right? Like because you have to like have someone there to show you around. You have to have like many vaccinations before you go. So it is like it is a bit like difficult to go. Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Egypt is quite common. And then Navian Rose. I don't know. Would it be like Steve Irwin? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Who is Steve Irwin? He just sounds like a normal name. Oh, is he like a zoologist? Maybe. I don't know. Who's Steve Irwin? Is he dead? What happened to him? Oh no, he's dead. I don't know who he is. Rip Steve Irwin. I don't know who that is. I don't know. I haven't really thought about where to go. Um, I think Southeast Asia too, because I have never been to Southeast Asia. He got ripperoni by a stingray. Oh, poor guy. I don't know. I still don't know who he is. I'm assuming he's like a zoologist guy, right? Something like that. But like, maybe Europe is a bad example because there's a lot of like various places in Europe. But like, for example, like I would never want to go to like Australia. Like, why would I go so far just to go to like? It's literally just like a normal like Western country, you know? They speak English, even though they have a bit of an accent. They still speak English. Like, I have no desire to go all the way to Australia, you know? He's like the original guy who walks up to crocodiles and picks them up and stuff. He was asking to die. He was asking to die. You don't go near the crocodile. Annalisa, welcome in. How are you? Australia's bugged out. Yeah, it's honestly like even the chance of like going near like seeing the huntsman spider or the one that goes in your shoes. I'm okay. Not the kangaroos, koala. It seems like a long way to go just to see kangaroos and koala, you know? I don't care that much. See the crazy guy on TikTok who walks around in the Everglades barefoot at night, picking up snakes and spiders, petting alligators. Honestly, um, like, I think it just like like even like a tiny mistake. Like if you're hanging around alligators, even a tiny mistake, you're dead. You know, like it's like, come on. Raptor spiders are pretty sick. No spiders. Um, am I doing well? How am I? I'm doing well too. Hope things have been good. Just a big chill and open your front door when you want to eat dinner. Yeah. Mhm. 2 hours and back in the stream. Back in the steam. Back in the back in the stream. Either you wanted a break reminder. Yeah, I should probably take a break. I have to pee anyway. I've been drinking so much water. I'm very well hydrated today. Okay, we'll do that. Did you guys miss Malomart? Any Malomart? Anyone want to hear some Malomart for the first time in a long time? Chikano, you're in no position to be correcting people's English. Come on. Go check your toy car's brakes. I will. I mean, I haven't gone to my car service in a long time. I probably should. I'll do that this month, I guess. But I don't drive it that much, so I don't think it needs to be serviced that often. Okay. Dance party time? Is it time? Okay. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Malomart. It's been a while. Okay, I'm back. Sorry to interrupt the Malomart. You have Malomart playing on this monitor and Toto's Africa playing on another stream. When I went to there's a concert I went to a long time ago, like many years ago. I think it was for Poppy. She's like a YouTube singer, and there was like an hour or something before the concert was meant to start, right? She didn't have like an opening act or anything like that, I'm pretty sure. So like it was like an hour, right? And they played Africa the entire hour. And I was like, why? Like why is she doing I think it was some sort of like it was supposed to be some sort of like social commentary. I'm not even sure, but it was like, man, that's the most I've heard that song. I think that was like the main most of my listens of Toto's Africa was like from that time. Like I don't know why they played it so much over and over. I think they're just trying to drive everyone crazy or something. Africa is a new hip destination. I never really thought about going there, but we have a Ethiopian restaurant here in Vancouver, and the food is so good. So I'm sure you go to Africa, there's gonna be some real good food there, you know? But I think it's just like hard to go to a lot of places as well. Like some places are just hard to travel, especially like if you don't speak the language. Like there's many places where it's like very tourist friendly, even if you don't speak the language. But I think a lot of places in Africa might not be like that. You never had Africa food kind of shook? I'm sure you can find something. I don't think it's very, very common, but I think is you can find something. I think the song mentions Kilimanjaro rising over Serengeti or something, but they're like hundreds of miles apart. Maybe they just have a really long telescope, you know? None of the other bread stuff. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Fufu? I don't remember what I ate at the Ethiopian restaurant. But I ate something, but it was really good, and the food was like quite healthy. It was nice. Great Nigerian food in London. I didn't eat that. I don't know. But the last time I was in London, I was, you know, I only ate like a meal or two, so I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. I would love to try that. I don't know when the next time I'll be in London is, so probably I don't really want to go there, so I don't know. You don't know what it is either, Chikano, I'm guessing, right? I heard England has top tier Indian food. I've heard that too. I want to try. Because like I had Indian food in Dublin, and my coworker who was Indian was like, "Oh, the Indian food's actually quite good." So I was like, "I trust you. I trust you. It was good." Um, I went to Mackey's for the first time like 4 years ago on the way home from Paris. I had to make vegan. It was class. Is that good? Class is good. Indian is great too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have really good Indian food here as well. But I guess if I'm given the choice of like eating fish and chips over and over and like getting Indian food, I'd be down to get some Indian food, you know? Yeah, so shy it's obvious. It feels like butterflies. I feel like we've been here for 2 hours and I haven't even spoken that much about my trip. What do we want? What do you guys want to know? What did I eat? I didn't eat anything exciting in Paris, to be fair. Um, what did you do? Oh, I did so many things, you know? McDonald's outside of America has amazing looking items. McDonald's here is way too expensive. I went to McDonald's for the first time in like many, many years, and it was way too expensive. I was like, it's not even cheap. What's the point? My in-laws are Pakistani, so they bought Indian Pakistani food over a couple times. It's nice, but so spicy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they make it for you. Maybe they can reduce the spice. Follow Twice fan. I love Twice. I feel like most people these days love Twice, so. But yeah. So when I was in Paris, the first day was like I landed on like Friday, and I was like, by the time I got to the hotel, and I was like, I need to have a shower because because I was like, obviously I'd been traveling for a while, and then also the train to and from the airport is like 40 degrees. Like it was like ridiculously hot on the train. No, I was like, by the time I like showered and stuff like that, because I arrived later than I expected because I changed my flight, right? And there was that incident waiting for the lightning on the runway, so like I ended up landing a lot later than I anticipated. And then so by the time I like got there and like finished showering and stuff like that, Gwen and Key had also arrived. So then like I said hi to them. Um, I said hi to them, and it was like already time to like leave to Jack was taking the train. So then I was like gonna meet him at the train station. So it was like already time to like leave to do that. But then we had like 3 rooms, right? And then like I gave Gwen and Key the wrong room keys. Like I was like, oh, like this is the room, and I gave them like the paper with the room number on it and like 2 keys, but they were like the wrong keys. Um, and then like it was also the wrong room number because it was like my room. I gave them the keys to my room by accident, and so like there was a huge key mix up, which is I think my fault. I'm not sure. I think some of the keys just don't work. Like some of the keys just didn't work, like on any door. So I think that part wasn't my fault, but I think I actually gave them like something wrong. I don't know. Um, or maybe the receptionist messed up the keys. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Um, but yeah, I did that, and then yeah, just waiting for everyone to show up. The keys are identical, so nothing on them. I mean, that's normal though. Like they wouldn't normally say what on them, right? But like I felt like I was like holding the right ones, but maybe I was wrong. What the heck did you all do? Would you do all day? Just eat ice cream and put makeup on Jack? Honestly, yeah. Like, well, okay, because I was traveling with Jack, and Jack really likes ice cream. I hardly ever eat ice cream like normally, but like we were eating ice cream like every day. Um, especially in Italy, like we had ice cream every single day, and then we also had ice cream in Greece as well. That one, like the one day we were in Greece, we also had ice cream. So yeah, yeah. I'll honestly eat ice cream, put makeup on, like sounds about right. Yeah, it was gelato, not ice cream. You got Japanese candy from candy store? Oh, welcome in, Tiger. What Japanese candy did you get? I'll let you know if it's a good one. Oh yeah, and speaking of wake up, I need a code and lipstick for Jack. Exactly, exactly. Um, no, I did that on the last time, but um, what was I saying? Oh, speaking of Japanese candy, on the first day we just went sightseeing, and by sightseeing I mean we waited in line for to go on the Eiffel Tower for like 3 hours, and then we went up the Eiffel Tower, and then we took pictures, and then we came back down, and it was so hot, and we were so tired for waiting for so long to go up the Eiffel Tower. And then we just ate and then went back, and I didn't see anything else. Like, um, I know technically there's like you can see like the Louvre and like the Arc and like Notre Dame and stuff like that. Did not see that. I saw it from the Eiffel Tower. Like you could see it. But I didn't go to see it. Like we were actually like so done. We are like we waited 3 hours in like the sun. It was like 35 degrees. Like it was too hot. Um, how would I rate the Eiffel Tower? I would say like not that not that cool. Like I think I probably would have regretted it if I hadn't gone up because like, it's probably like the one time I'm gonna be in Paris, so I guess I should have gone up the Eiffel Tower. But like, is it actually worth it? It's not worth waiting 3 hours for. Definitely not. It's more like I would wait like 30 minutes to go up, perhaps, and then like more than 30 minutes. I would not wait an hour to go up the Eiffel Tower. um, you can just see it from the ground. Okay, it's fine. It's exactly what it looks like. But I'm also not a very like I don't know what you guys are like, but like I'm not a sightseer. I'm really not a sightseer. Like I don't really care if I see it in person or not? Like I'm like, oh, like I've seen Eiffel Towers in photos. Like it's fine. I'm not really big on that. Like I do it cuz like what else are you going to do when you're traveling? But like I would be fine either way. Arc de Triomphe is a big roundabout. It is, yeah. And I've seen pictures of it. It's fine. What's next for major travel spots? I'm going to Korea. That's my that's my next one. It is quite far though, so I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, that day we literally just saw the Eiffel Tower, and then we went back to our hotel, and then we played Wild Rift. We all played Wild Rift, and then we all played Wild Rift, and then I had brought snacks from Japan, and I made them try like really cursed snacks from Japan. Like it was um like weird ones where like I got like I just picked up every point. I just picked up every like Pokemon themed kind of candy, stuff like that, like weird things from Japan. And then there's like this chocolate, and then there's like a fossil in the chocolate, and you have to like break the fossil out. Like like the Dalgona in the Squid Game. It was like that, but like with chocolate. Um, but I think no one was able to take the fossil out without breaking it, so that was unsuccessful. Stuff like that, like weird, like there's a lot of weird candies in Japan that are like basically like toys, right? Like a Kinder Egg, no. It's like the Squid Game thing. There's like a indent, and you have to break the outside apart. It's not an egg; it's like flat, and then you have to break out the shape inside. And one of them was like the pterodactyl Pokemon, so it was like impossible. I was like, how are you supposed to get that out? What's the point of going place if you're not gonna see? Cause you go to eat. Did you go to Montmartre? I don't even know what that is, so I did not go there. Um, but then we also had like What else? I brought some good candy, like ramune candy, but I also bought like traditional candy. Yoka, which is like red bean. It's like a red bean like bar. It's like all like put together. What else? I can't remember I bought like really random things from Japan. Um, just like oh, and then I bought one of those. Um, I brought one of those candies where like you like um where you like it's like a science experiment kind of candy, and I made Gwen make it. You like pour like a powder in, and then you pour like water in, and then you like mix it around, and it tastes terrible, but it's just like fun to make it for kids, I guess. So I bought one of those, stuff like that. We're just like eating Japanese snacks and playing Wild Rift. And then the next day we went to Disneyland, which was quite fun. I'm a big Disneyland enjoyer, but I was very disappointed. I was very, very disappointed that my favorite ride at Disneyland is Indiana Jones, right? And the normal Indiana Jones ride, you like go on the safari car, right? You go on the safari car, and then you like drive through like a fake like cave, and you're like Indiana Jones, you're like exploring, and they're like, oh my gosh, like people are shooting arrows at you, and then you're like, you go across the bridge, and the bridge breaks, and you're like, oh my god, it's crazy, right? And then like there's a big boulder that comes down the hill, and like Indiana Jones comes down, you know, and he like speaks to you, stuff like that, you know, like a lot of stuff happens. It's a very exciting ride. But like the one at Disneyland Paris is like a normal roller coaster. It has nothing to do with Indiana Jones. It's just a normal roller coaster, and um, I was like, well, that's not exciting at all. Like it was just, it was very like low effort, you know. I was like, it just, I was so disappointed because Indiana Jones is such a good ride, and they ruined it. Um, soc Sakura, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. You're just saying French sounding things to me. Euro Disney isn't the best. It was very like empty too. Like the lines for everything were so short. It was really weird. We did go on Hyperspace Mountain, which was quite fun. Um, but I told Gwen before we went on. I was like, "Oh, Gwen, it's not like cuz I went on the one in California, and it's not like it's like kind of like it's like high speed, but like it's not like there's not like drops and stuff, right? As far as I remember. And there's no definitely no loops. You definitely don't do like loops, right? Or at least maybe I was remembering wrong. But I was like, it's not that bad, Gwen. And then we went on it, and it's like really intense. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was not that intense. Um, but it was like, because I literally told her, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, it'll be fine. But it was actually quite intense. um, but I don't know if it's like different than the one. It was different than the one in California or not. Um, we were so scared, but had fun. That's good. Um, we were shouting swear words. I didn't hear that. Um, but yeah, that one was fun. And then we went on Star Tours, which is one of my favorites. I love the rides that are like there's like a story or something like that, you know, where it's like not just like a ride, but there's like the actual characters and stuff involved. Because I'm like, if you're at Disneyland, like you want to do that, right? And then we went on Star Tours, and it's like Kylo Ren showed up, but he was speaking French. French Kylo Ren showed up, and I was like, oh dang, look at that. Um, it's like one of those ones where you're like in a room and there's like a screen, right? And you wear like 3D glasses, and then like it feels like you're moving. It feels like you're like flying through space, but you're not actually moving. It's really fun because you're like going through and you're like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna hit the droids, whatever, you know. Um, it's very exciting, but it was all in French and there was no subtitles. But like you kind of get what it's not a very complicated plot, so I'm sure it's fine, you know. But it was yeah, it was some random French Kylo Ren, which is fun because both me and Gwen love Kylo Ren, and we're like, oh, and oh, I got something there. I'll show you. I'll show you. Me and Gwen got matching keychains. Hold on. Look, look, look. I got this. Wait. It lights up. It's Kylo Ren's lightsaber. I don't remember how much it cost, but I'm sure it's a very reasonable price, you know? Only good thing about him, his lightsaber is pretty cool. It glows up, it glows a lot more than you can see. It looks kind of weird, but well, it looks kind of weird on the screen, but it glows like bright red. Yeah, his lightsaber is very cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this keychain though. It's like way too big. Like how can you even use this for your keys? Like you're gonna like put this in your pocket? Like it's so big. I'm really sure. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't know if I can just carry. It's a bit impractical, and I'm worried it'll just like snap. But we'll see. We'll see. I did get this. That was the only thing I got though. I didn't have a lot of like space for like, you know, right, buying random things at Disney. Cause like if I didn't hold back, I would just buy like plushies, and like I can't bring home plushies. Oh yeah, and another incident. Literally, like pretty much as soon as I landed, I broke my suitcase. I had brought like a wheelie suitcase, and like I lifted it to like get off an escalator, and it just the handle like you know the handle that like extends up so you can like roll it along. It snapped. Like just one half of the handle just snapped off, and I was like, oh my god. So I bought a new suitcase. Yeah, I didn't have time when we were in Paris, but we were in Italy. Elisa very kindly took me to a she very kindly took me to a suitcase store, and I bought a new one, and it's great. It's great. It works very well. I haven't really like put it to the test, but like on my entire way home, like through Athens and all the way home through the airports and stuff, hasn't broken yet. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Um, it feels like it will be good quality though. Like the handle of it feels a lot more stable than the other one did. Um, but my mom said the suitcase that I broke was from Costco. So be careful of the Costco suitcase, okay? Because it just broke. But to be fair, it was like 10 years old. But like you don't use suitcases that often. Like I think it only got used like less than 10 times. So I don't know why it broke. Be careful buying suitcase from Costco. Remember? Always buy a high quality suitcase. Because if it breaks, it's really annoying. Um, did you speak any French? No. No. But I had a lot of people speak French to me, you know? Like, um, it was it was like what am I trying to say? In French in France, like it was like even if you speak English to them, like they will literally just speak French back. So it was like very testing my like it was really testing my French like listening skills. But like I think like knowing stuff like numbers was very helpful. Um and then like even like I knew like I know like a fair amount of French words, right? Because you have to study in school, and also like we have French on everything here. So like food and stuff like that, I like for example like even on like a package like this, like there's French on it. So like knowing stuff like that was helpful because they do just speak French to you, like full speed French, and you just have to like understand, which is like honestly it makes sense. Like it's fair enough. Like I'm speaking English to them, so they should be allowed to speak French back, you know. But I have a feeling that their English is probably better than my French, but you know, it's fine. But the cool having mods and subs IRL. Yeah, yeah, they were doing some excellent modding IRL, you know? Were there crazy people on the public transportation in Italy and Greece? Not really. I didn't really take that much. No, in Italy it's totally fine. Because the only public transportation we took was like we would go to the lake on like a train. And that train was real nice. Like it was very air conditioned, and it was like it was kind of like the train to Disneyland. It was like 2 stories. It was good. And in Greece, the only public transportation we took was to get from the hotel to the or from the airport to the hotel, because on the way home, everything else was within walking distance. Um, and then like everything like or on the way home, I took a taxi because it was like 5 a.m. The Kirkland suitcases are bottom of the barrel. Apparently, it wasn't Kirkland. It was like What's that brand? Swiss Gear? It was a Swiss Gear suitcase, but it was from Costco. But it was kind of kind of bad, I guess. Or maybe I was using it wrong. I don't know. Bonjour, merci beaucoup. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. It's good you can understand at least a bit though. Yeah, yeah. I think it was possible. It was possible because like you know. Oh yeah, and then when I was coming home at the airport, I was coming home at the airport. They were like looking at my firstly. I got like carded. There were like there was two lines at Charles de Gaulle Airport at the Paris airport. And then like there was two lines for like above 18 and under 18, and I like went to the above 18 line, and then they like stopped me. They're like, excuse me, this like are you over 18? I was like, yeah. So then like I got stopped there. And then at the end they were like, oh, what's your passport? And I was like, here. And then it's a Canadian passport. And he was like, oh, you're Canadian, you can speak French, right? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh. And he was like so disappointed because he was like, oh my gosh, like someone speaks French. Like he was like really excited because he was like standing in the foreigners line, I guess. But I was like, no. And he was like, why? And I was like, we don't speak French. And he was like, oh, okay. But he really thought I could. There's a brand of luggage called Ricardo. It's top tier. I should have gotten that one. It wouldn't have broken. Costco sounds like it would have only the finest Swiss engineering. Guess so. I guess so. I think it's like a normal brand though, like Swiss gear luggage. But like, yeah, it wasn't. The one I had just wasn't very good, or I just put too much pressure on it or something like that. I have no idea. I didn't learn any French while I was in France though. It was basically like stuff I already knew from like learning basic stuff in school. And then you can kind of like guess what they're saying anyway. If you can hear like a word or two, you can kind of guess what they're saying. So I was like, yeah, I just kind of got by like that. But Elisa did teach me some Italian. I'm an Italian pro now. I learned how to say it's hot because it was very hot. So I said it a lot. You know, I just practiced by complaining about how hot it was. Yeah, you just say "facardo." You want to speak French, just speak English loudly and slowly. And then they speak French back though. That's a problem. And then I learned molto bella. You can say it's very beautiful because I already knew bella, right? Which obviously means beautiful. But then it's like instead of like first saying like very, it's molto, right? So I learned that. What else did I learn? I mean, obviously, like I feel like I already knew like um oh, and then she taught me how to say like it's good. Like if you're eating something and it's good, you could say buona. I think. I think that's correct. Um, and then, but my ability to say like it's hot got so good to the point where like we were walking down the street and then someone said it, like some like Italian person said it, and I was like, Elisa, that person said pecado, didn't they? And then she was like, yeah, yeah, they did say it. So my comprehension is pretty good as well, you know? As long as they're saying that one thing, you know? As long as it's very hot out and they're saying that one thing. Did you hit some French people with voila? I should have. I should have. I should have spelled it out for them. I'm like, this is how you spell it. You remembered so well. Thank you. I mean, I can remember if I say it a lot. I'd have to say it a lot to practice it because it's really easy. It's really hard to remember like foreign phrases for sure. Um, but if you say it a lot, you can remember. And even Jack remembered. He couldn't remember. Like I learned also how to say it's hot in Greek. He didn't remember that one, but he remembered Facardo because I said it so much. I was just practicing it over and over. But I think I already knew how to say it's hot in French. You say, um, qu'est-ce fait-il? And then you say, ah, oui, il fait chaud. Il fait très chaud. Yeah, so then yeah, I can. My French is already perfect, so there was really no room for improvement there. But yeah, I just learned a few things, and then I would say like I would try to guess. I would try to guess Italian phrases. Um, and then I learned station, stazione. Cause I would just try to guess. I would try to just make it sound Italian. I'd be like, is this a word? Is this a word? Is this close? And sometimes it was, but most of the time it was not. Il fait froid? Really? Is it actually cold? Most Italian I know is swear words. I don't know any swear words. I just know how to say it's hot. Elisa would never teach me swear words. Obviously, I know buongiorno as well. Yeah, but I don't. I don't tend to learn that. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just gonna like randomly say it. Like, when would I use that? It's a good song. I totally forgot about the song as well. I just tried to learn this. I'm not confident in my ability to learn this song though. It's really hard. This part is really hard. Like the main chorus part is hard. It's like okay, I think, but this part is like is really fast. But it's actually like I feel like English is fine. It's nice to it's nice if like it's like you can kind of just get by with like basic English. It's very useful. I think that's like a lot of places though, which is quite nice. Cause like a lot of people ask like, oh like, do you need to like learn Japanese to like visit Japan? And like, I know like there's so many people that just go without like anything, right? It's totally fine. It's easy to get by with now than it was like 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, I think with like the internet and stuff like that, like I think people are getting, especially like younger. I mean, it's the same in like Asia as well. Like younger people are way, way better at English than older people. Like with older people, they won't speak any English to you, pretty much. But like younger people are a lot better. I bet Goku Johnson speaks fluent Japanese. He probably thinks he does, but his Japanese actually is really bad. You know? Like he's like, oh, I'm so good at Japanese, but his Japanese is actually terrible. French people are definitely better at English than they used to be. I didn't hear it. I barely heard any, so I don't know. But my coworker was telling me, she was like, oh, like, I don't think they'll speak English to you. Like, good luck. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Goku Johnson, watashi wa. Yeah, that's the correct. That's how you say it. I don't think there's a single part of that that's like correct. Not a single like. Maybe the name is correct. If your name was that, that would be correct. But at least like as long as they can like you can communicate, even if it's not like um you can communicate even if it's not like you're not even if no one is really speaking properly. As long as you can communicate, as long as you can get your point across, it's fine. Like if I just walk up to the hotel and I'm like check in, and they're like check in, yes, and then like it's fine, it's fine. It gets the job done, and then you can just like point at stuff you want on the menu, you know. I do appreciate a good English menu though. That's the one thing. Like if you go to a restaurant and there's no English menu, it's what what is this? Like I feel like that would have been a huge problem in Greece. Because there were like a lot of restaurants didn't have a like English menu, and like you have no idea what you're looking at. If like if the menu is literally all in Greek, like you have no idea, right? And then like even some things like sometimes even if it's in English, like you have no idea what it is either. But then at that point, you just kind of eat any, like, as long as you don't have any, like, allergies or something, you just, like, eat any. You're just like, this is fine. I'll just eat this, you know? Um, I guess that can work. I guess that would be a problem as well, like, if you're in Asia. Because it's not like a Latin alphabet, right? You'd be like, you can't even really guess what you're looking at. You just have to be like, well, I'll eat this. Although, I feel like having pictures on menus is very, very common in Asia. Or like you go to the Japanese restaurants where like there's a display in the front, you know? In your face, a different DNA. That'd be a hilarious handle. You should do that. That could be your handle in Street Fighter. You'll struggle with foods in English. For some reason, I haven't learned a lot of them, so having a menu in French only is added stress. Yeah. French only menu is confusing for sure. But I feel like I know a lot of foods in French. Just because, like, I go grocery shopping, there's, like, everything is in French as well, right? Just don't be a picky eater. Exactly. Like, I could just eat anything, so it's fine. I even ate olives in Greece, because I was like, I'm in Greece, I better eat olives. But I still don't like them. But I did eat one. You remember barely got, yeah. True. Sometimes the English menu may not be quite accurate. We went out in the morning and then like it was supposed to be barley coffee, but like the menu kept saying barley coffee. Which is quite funny. It's like, it's not quite coffee. It's barely, yeah, it's a good one. But if you go to Japan, you'll see so many things like that. Like the random English on Japanese things is so funny. It like makes no sense. We got some sweet potato wraps at the airport. I'm 90% sure they're vegan, but the translator app didn't pick up every word. Well, I guess you'll never know. It's not like you can uneat it, no. You look like you could use some more. That watered down stuff. Yeah, we were joking that it's like just a bit of coffee and like a bunch of water. That could be it. I still never tried the barley coffee. I just had espresso a bunch. I was big hungry, took the risk. Fair enough. I did have a baguette sandwich at the France airport, you know? I got it like bomb, blow your mind. I feel like I need to practice my dancing, you know? Should I do Just Dance tomorrow? What's the temperature tomorrow? Yeah, I had to have me get it at some point. It's kind of warm tomorrow, but it might be the same as today. Might be doable. Hot? It's not that hot. You just want me to play Tears of the Kingdom instead. Crank the AC. I don't have an AC. All I have is this fan. You tired of the kingdom? I'm just dreading the end. after the Minoru section, you know, I'm still recovering. But I'm glad I finished that before I left. If I left and then I came back and I knew I still had to complete Minoru's leg or something like that, I'd be like, I might not touch the game again, you know? Sooner you finish, the sooner you can watch P5. That's true. That's true, but I really want to do Just Dance. I want to dance, or I want to dance to K-pop songs. I want to practice Wicked Love. And then I want to. What else have I been doing? What else should I learn? What even like? Are there even like new songs on Just Dance? Let me check. I think by the way, I think my uncle just hit like 400 hours or something like that. Oh no, whoa. I think I checked like 2 days ago and it's 300. Now it's 315. I guess it's the weekend. He played 15 hours over the weekend. I see. He's at 315 hours now. Yeah, he's back to his gaming grind. Wait, let me check what new songs are on Just Dance. Tears of the Kingdom is good, but wish it was jam-packed with lore. Fair enough. Maybe the lore is hidden, you just need to find it. Oh, they're so cool! Wow, it's crazy seeing 17, like, from like 7 years ago, and then looking at them now. They look so different. Would they really say, I love my team? I love my team. What? You done everything pretty much? What are you gonna do then? Are we even Twitch friends, Chikano? I don't think we are. Energy. I don't think you've ever posted yours. Energy. 250, 300. You're behind my uncle. You need to catch up. Okay, but Just Dance is still loading, by the way. It's taking a very, very long time. I need to. I just want to dance more. I feel like it's been so long. Although I did dance when I was in Italy. If you guys saw on my Instagram, you guys, the dance was quite popular. You know, I did a dance video. Oh, they added Pop Stars back, but that's not really like. That's not a new song. They just added it onto the subscription. Shaped by, yeah, I mean, you've been on the grind. There's a new song called Sunroof. Beach, Summer, and Vampires. Huh? Beach, Summer, and Vampires. Are you, is it a vamp, or is this, I think this must be beach and summer. Oh, the dance looks nice, actually. It looks fun. We'll do that, we'll do that. And there's a new song called Malibu, Kim Petras, and then Mood. The normal version of Mood, which is not very good. Because there is the Leah Kim one, obviously. So, like, obviously you want that one. Oh, there's not that many new songs. What should I do? Sometimes I make a food. I think I just want to dance to, like, you know, like actual dances and not just on Just Dance. I feel like that'd be fun. But it's so much harder. I bet there's like fan made ones too. Like people make like fan made like of ones of like K-pop dances and stuff like that. I guess I could do that as well. And you just dance along, but you don't get a score, you know, which is fine. Cause I kind of sacrificed my score to wear the wristband anyway. Running, rest, running. I never understood that lyric. In the song, there's like she says walk, rest, running, rest, running, and I'm like, what is that? Is that like her like a workout routine? Like it's like very strange. Maybe I just need to like practice my dance with it as well. I'll see if I can do that tonight. I do like this song, but like it's a bit low. But like I kind of like that it's low, but also I don't like singing along, you know? It says 165 or more? Your hours are so low. My uncle has like twice as many hours as you. And he didn't even start playing right away. He didn't play day one. He played like 3 weeks later. Sometimes I make a food, then it will be alright. Just dancing in the rain. Actually, the one cool thing about like where the places I went in Europe is like, it's like here we don't have like really old things, you know, like we don't have like really old buildings or like really old structures or anything like that, right? Like everything is relatively new. Like everything around here, at least, like even like old buildings get like replaced, right? So like we actually don't have anything. That's the one thing I think. Because especially in like Greece, like they have like really like ancient buildings and stuff like that. Uncle's gonna fall down the fighting game. I think he's actually a JRPG enjoyer. So I think he would be more into that. I think he would like. I think I'm gonna buy him. I'm gonna buy him. Well, firstly, I'm gonna buy him Breath of the Wild. Because he hasn't played Breath of the Wild. He's only played Tears of the Kingdom. I have to buy Breath of the Wild. So I'll probably give him one. And then asking me started for P3. He likes Persona. He likes Persona. Oh no, actually no, sorry. That's wrong. Sorry. He doesn't like Persona. Because they're like he thinks it's like edgy, I think. Like he thinks it's like He was like, he's not like super into Persona. I asked him. I was like, oh, do you like Persona? He's like, no. I think he thinks it's too like juvenile. He is like 60, like almost 60, so he's probably not the target demographic for that. But he was really interested in Fire Emblem. It's very high school. Yeah, I think he's a bit outside the target demographic. Like you probably played like P3 or something when you were younger. You want to see the Acropolis? I saw it. It's very it's exactly what it looks like, honestly. But he was interested in Fire Emblem, so I was like, maybe I'll get him like 3 houses or something like that. I haven't quite decided yet. But I'll definitely get him Breath of the Wild. I don't think he's gonna think Breath of the Wild is mid. It's such a good game. There's no way. I think if he likes Tears of the Kingdom, he'll at least enjoy Breath of the Wild. But like, I very selfishly want to get him Breath of the Wild because I love Breath of the Wild a lot more than Tears of the Kingdom. So I want him to experience that, you know? But I guess like, I wonder what the experience is like playing Breath of the Wild after Tears of the Kingdom. Like, cause like you've already seen the map, but like the map is very different. Cause like when I play Tears of the Kingdom after Breath of the Wild, I'm like, oh, I already know this map. But then you might think the same thing like going backwards as well, right? I'm not sure. I think he would like Monster Hunter. Like I said, he does like JRPG. I think he'd really like Final Fantasy. But like, I don't know. Yeah, it might be weird going back because then you're like, it's the same map, but like, there's no sky, there's no depth. Yeah. I wonder how you'd feel. Because like when you play Breath of the Wild is so special because it's like so unique and it's like the first game like that, you know? But like, if you've already played Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know how you'd feel about it. I guess I'll just give it to him and see what he thinks. I don't know. It is a very different gameplay loop. So maybe he'll like, I don't know. He might think it's. I'll be so sad if he thinks it's mid. Well, I'll get him that, and then maybe like, I'll give him one of my old games after that. Like, I'll give him one of like. I think he might like Pokemon Arceus or something like that. I don't know how he feels about Pokemon, but he should try at least Pokemon. You know? What else do I have? I guess I can look at my catalog. I'm not sure where I should get him. I think he would like Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I heard Engage is kind of mid. I went crazy over you. Maybe Skyward Sword? Do I even have Skyward Sword or did I give it away? Over you like Yeah, I think maybe Arceus. If he's interested in Pokemon. But he might not be interested in Pokemon. He might like he might want like a proper RPG, you know? I don't know if he would like Skyward Sword. I don't know. Send you Carrot Patrick, you can sneak Street Fighter 6? Okay. I'll spend like 3 hours making a character. Just like the World Tour mode alone. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. The current Wildrift event is a fighting game. But it's like on the mobile one, it's like QTEs. So it's not the one on PC. I think is like properly fighting, but the one I'm doing is like QTEs. It's like it shows you which buttons to press, and you press the buttons. It's fun. You can make your character cute and get lots of clothes. Well, I'm down. I'm down. I'm gonna be mad till you get me back in the arms. If you're willing to play, I'll definitely buy it for you. I'm willing to try it for sure. If like I haven't seen that much of it, but I do like walking around and I do like making character. I've never tried like actually fighting game. I've only played like Smash like once. That's about it. I don't even know if I would play like the Riot one when it comes out. Like I definitely want to play the Riot MMO, but I don't know about the Riot fighting game. It's called like Project Doll, right? I'll wait till you finish Tears. Okay. Hopefully soon. Maybe like next weekend we'll finish Tears. Maybe that's my plan. I'm not feeling super wanting to play it like tomorrow. Especially if I'm gonna finish the game. Like I want to be like I want to be like prepared to finish the game, you know? So I guess we'll see. But we'll see, we'll see. If it's like actually too warm tomorrow in the morning, then maybe we'll just play Tears. I guess I do have some preparation. Tears game is just more Breath of the Wild. Sort of. But it's not the same. I don't know. And all of us have like thousands of hours. That's true, that's true. Like, given the choice, I would love to go back and play Breath of the Wild if there was something for me to do. Like, I would prefer to go play Breath of the Wild instead. But I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is like as close as you're gonna get. So like I'll take it, you know? Like, oh, I can explore the map some more, I'll take it. But Breath of the Wild is like irreplaceable for me. But I will finish out Tears of the Kingdom and then we'll see what we should do from there. I might just explore on my own. Like off stream and stuff like that. I think I might change my mind if I can explore on my own. Cause like I have a hard time exploring on stream. Because it's like there's too many distractions while I'm streaming. Yeah, and of course I'll play Fashion Dreamer. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll play Just Dance tomorrow. If it's not too hot, I'll keep everyone updated. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I have some more stuff to get done today, and I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I wanna like ease back into it a little bit. When's Karamari? That's a good point. I don't know. I still want to like figure out my schedule because I feel like I skip Wednesday a lot, and I'm like I don't even know what I would play on Wednesday, you know? Because I don't stream that much on Wednesdays, and like I was super into Stardew for a bit, but like I don't know now. Not really sure because I feel like with Stardew I always get like bored, like after like year 2 or something like that, and I'm like oh it's not as like quick progress. It's more like you've already like established everything, so it's a bit different. But we'll see. We'll see. When's Wild Rift stream? I don't know about that one. But yeah. I'll see about Wednesdays. I haven't decided. Like maybe I was debating for a while to make it like an optional day. Like if I really want to stream on that day, I will. But like, not like promise that I'll stream on Wednesdays because it is like a lot. It's a good song too. But yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But I do skip Wednesdays. It's kind of already optional anyway. Try to see Miju Rage. I don't know. I'm not like that. Rage. Like okay, I guess I wasn't raging when I was playing like with other people, cause like they weren't bad, you know. Like when I play with like random people, I get kind of mad if they're like doing something like crazy, you know. Can you hear some non-family friendly words? Well, I would never. What do you mean? I would never. I've never sworn while playing Wild Rift. Who do you think I am? Um. Okay. I think I have some stuff to get done. I want to grind some Wild Rift ranked as well, and we'll be chatting a lot tomorrow because I want to do dancing. You know. Yeah, I don't swear in person. Like I only swear like very once in a while. Maybe if something like very like unusual or something very bad happens. I don't know. It's not very common. But yeah. Okay, I gotta go. But I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Just Dance. Maybe we'll be practicing some K-pop songs as well. I'll see what I can do. I'll see. I'll try to get some practice in today and see what the dances are looking like. And then we also have a lot of Genshin event to do. I need to get that Kaya skin, and I said I would like catch up like off stream and like do some stuff like grind some stuff off stream, but I have not been doing that at all. So I'll have a lot to do in Genshin as well. But yeah, it was nice to be back. It's very very nice to be back streaming. Hope I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. And thank you guys so much for watching today. Bye everyone.